Hello, and welcome into the dungeon, a stream hosted by the Manga Kissa, where me and my friends play Dungeons and Dragons, where we follow their characters through the world as they embark on an epic adventure. Last we left off, our heroes managed to slay a man transformed to beast, and Zalafier took a shining purple stone from its belly. As the party stood in the wake of battle, all returned to the Knoll village to deliver the good news. After returning to Dawnhaven and collect their reward, the party took some time for shopping, and so the adventure continues. So first I would like to ask all the players, have you done your shopping? And if not, what would you like to do for shopping?
I would like to say that while we were offline, just past the stream last time, I got myself a bag of holding.
A bag of holding?
Bag of holding.
Yes, that one.
Yes. Let me...
I have acquired a very comfy, cozy coat.
Yes, let me look up the bag of holding item.
And I'm very sorry the critical role of comfy cozy is actually trademarked at this point.
I think
it very well might be. You never know.
Fair enough.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope not.
Let's see, bag of holding. Oh, it's Pathfinder rules that has different sizes. Yeah. So bag of holding. I forgot to put up my actual price list.
You goon.
Yes.
How can we trust ourselves if we cannot even trust the world?
Oh no! Well,
I did.
Did you pay for it yet?
Yes, I paid for it.
Oh, you paid for it.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know, but if you did, then cool.
I totally forgot about something.
Okay.
I have a fancy box.
What kind of fancy box?
We found that note buried underneath that tree. Remember?
Oh yes, I am well aware. It's still in my mind. Yes.
Yes, and that note was in a fancy box made of lead.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh yeah, right. I still have that. I'm like, should I go to like a jeweler or something to like sell it?
The first reaction from Leon is it's lead. It's worth nothing.
Oh.
If it's silver or gold, absolutely.
Yeah, I suppose. But it looks fancy.
You can always try.
Well, maybe it'll come in handy sometime later. I'll keep it for the time being.
Oh, you can put it in my bag of holding.
No. I'll keep it with me.
Okay.
Oh, I can store my health potions in there, so they're a bit more secure. Haha.
I also want to say, all my things that I possess are in that bag now.
Okay. Do keep in mind, if you're storing items in there, you can't use them in battle easily.
That's fine.
So if you're going to store health potions in there, do track which ones are in the bag and which one are on your person.
It's all in the bag.
Also for other people, as Brenna said she wanted to put stuff in the bag. So, anyone else? Or are you good?
I think we're good.
Well, as I've said, I have a very comfortable coat, and I also have a magic item on order.
Mm-hmm. There is I believe you also bought a few usable stones, if if I remember correctly.
I think that was Brenna that bought those stones.
Yeah, I think so too.
The heat stones, yeah.
As for myself, I have not bought anything yet. I'll have to keep saving a little bit more money for the things I have in mind.
Okay. And Argius, do you have any particular material wishes?
If I recall correctly, I bought a decanter of endless water and 2 potions of healing.
Okay. Then if shopping is all done, you're free. The world is yours. What would you like to do?
Stab the next person walking by. No.
Not again.
This is,
Again, the first time I'm doing this.
yeah, this is there's a half-elven man somewhere in his early 30s,
I'm joking.
blonde hair.
I'm not going to kill anyone. This is
Okay.
random. No,
Not
Okay.
yet, anyway.
not yet.
Okay, then this man in his 30s walks on as if nothing happened.
And goes back
Because
home to
nothing
his
happened.
family.
In my mind, I do kill him though.
You have
Oh,
some
no.
mental violence.
Mental violence is the best violence.
Psychic damage.
No, that's actual violence.
No, that's psychic damage. That's mental damage.
I mean, in a world with magic, it still counts as violence.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Joy has given you a few quests. You could walk around the marketplace. You could do, in essence, some sort of an investigation check to find out new rumors.
You know I'm good at investigation. Let's roll that shit. I have a -1.
So,
Yes,
what are
very
you
good.
looking for? And is anyone helping you? Usually you should do this for the role, but for investigating rumors, I'll say you can do it after.
I'll help.
Honestly, I'm not expecting to roll anything
Hey.
high, so I'm looking for something to do because I know we still had like another quest option, like down the river.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was near Sigilid, but well, somewhere in that region, but I don't quite remember what it was.
Perhaps I can remember. And then I just ask you, DM, what was it again?
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no, I know the pain Matt Mercer is going through. Damn you, keen mind. Anyway, the 4 rumors you got from Joy were the one with the gnolls. There were kobolds somewhere to the west. There's a bunch of farms roughly to the northwest of Dawnhaven that had some problems with their livestock. And within Dawnhaven itself, there was a wizard who had a bit of a quest for you to deal with. And with the investigations rolled, Brenna, at some point, when you walk across the market, there's this priestly lad who seems rather content. He's a follower of the Raven Queen. So he has somewhat dark robes, but he has a bright smile on his face. He's somewhere in his mid-50s, quite old, and you hear him talk to one of the merchants where he is buying some food about a journey he took where he had a wish granted.
Ooh.
And he's talking that they're far to the west, near Safine, there is this pilgrim's path people can take And if they manage to complete that journey, they get granted a wish at the end.
Ha.
So let me mark all of those locations on your map. Like a good video game editor. Let's see, where is the... There's the text option. So, pilgrim's path. Is this readable for you? Should I change
The color might be.
Yeah, the color is a little bit.
Yeah.
too bright.
It's.
Oh no,
wrong.
that's way
Nope.
worse.
Just black. Just or like a grayish.
If you move it down a little bit, it's probably a little bit better. There we go.
So
Perfect.
that's Pilgrim's Path. Farmers.
Or red, maybe.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll do them in a minute. Let's see. Kobolds.
Sorry for the interrupt, but shout out to Oma Betsy 420 for the Prime sub. Thank you so
Woo,
much.
ramped
Woo! And I'll put the wizard over there. This work? No, that's worse.
This means we'll probably be able to pair artists, isn't it?
Perhaps.
I
I
would
don't
like
know.
that.
I don't follow how the money goes. That's that's someone else's job.
That's
Anyway,
a discussion we're gonna have, but later, not now.
Yes. So there's 4 different types of rumors you can pursue. At some point, you reconvene. Brenna, you have this extra rumor, aside from the 3 you haven't done yet.
So there are more kobolds.
Are
No,
there
the-
more kobolds?
No.
Yeah, because the other kobolds were to the south.
No.
like
that
the-
was Knowles. That was.
Oh, there was Knowles. Okay,
No, it was Knowles.
pardon me.
And you already completed that one, so I omitted not putting it in there.
Fair. So here's my take on it. The wizard and the farmers are close by. We can do those quick. And the
Mhm.
kobolds is a big journey. And the pilgrim's path is a big journey.
Yeah, exactly. My thoughts as well.
So let's go for a big journey.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Wait, hold on.
Because the quests close by are obviously story progression, and the ones far off are optional. That's usually how it goes, guys.
That's
I like the way you're thinking.
Wait.
Do you disagree with me?
I mean, you're not necessarily wrong, but I don't think you're right either.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm.
Just imagine the rest of the party sitting there. What's quest progression? Or story progression?
Story?
What the fuck is this guy talking about?
What story?
I'm a hero.
Story-
Of course, I have a story. Please, what are we talking about?
Right. Got you.
Yes.
I am all for just taking the quest nearby and then venturing out when we have nothing else to do.
Yeah, basically.
Can I get an eye for that plan?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, enthusiasm is
Sorry,
very
sorry.
high. I hear.
I.
So, where do we go first?
I feel like the wizard is pretty interesting for like magical items, and the farmers is mostly for gold.
Do I hear
So-
magical items? Magical items?
Because you know
I
it's
guess,
a wizard.
yeah,
It's a
I
wizard
guess we're
that-
going to
that-
the wizard then.
We're off to see the wizard
The wonderful wizard of Dawnhaven?
of Dawnhaven.
Yeah.
Yes, the wonderful wizard of Dawnhaven.
Let's go.
We'll go for the wizard. He was somewhere in Dawnhaven with a quest.
Yeah. You easily get the directions to his house. Excuse me.
All right.
It's about a half an hour walk from where you are at this moment. And as you arrive at the
While walking, we go. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Dawnhaven.
We do not.
Yes, I do.
We do
Fuck
not do
you.
that.
I do.
Maybe Brenna is.
I'm definitely doing that.
Brenna does. And
Here,
Hmm?
is it performance? Here.
I don't join in.
Oh.
Now I absolutely do not join in because no, you're horrible. No, I'm doing the thing of I am not with this person. I'm just walking the same way.
Singing
Yes.
off key, like not even hop and skipping it on the beat. You know, just completely wrong.
You're like,
Yeah.
Arceus is just like he looks like really trying to be appreciative, but secretly he's just entering some kind of Zen state. Trying
Like
to
I don't try to
the
ignore
warriors ignore. Yeah. So at some point, as you walk, there's a woman holding a pot full of groceries who walks with you. At some point, she comes to you, Brenna, and she taps you on the shoulder. It's like, miss? And she hands you a silver coin. This is yours if you stop.
Hell yeah.
What? Okay.
Please.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hey,
Thank
I got
you.
a silver now, yay!
Yeah.
Hey,
You
Who
can have
knew a
one silver.
critical fail could lead to money?
yeah.
Nice. But you arrive at the wizard's home. It is actually just a normal house he lives in.
Well, not all wizards have towers, you know?
Yeah, not all of them. Most do. But this one just lives in a nice suburban home. You know, I don't know what the English word is, but it's a rijtjeshuis.
Row house.
Yeah.
I don't think it translates like that.
It's a row house.
It's a row house. You know, a simple suburban home. Not too big, not too small. Seems doing okay with his money. And as you knock, a elven gentleman of a somewhat brown, greyish, dark greyish hair, somewhere in his late, well, for a
500s.
human, late 50s, so probably somewhere around 400 years old, opens the door. Hello, can I help you, colorful folk?
We're here to help you. Aha.
Oh, you're here for the job, then.
Yes, the request that you
Right. Come in.
posted here and there.
And he leads you to his living room. And not prepared for any visitors that day, he quickly cleans up his apartment a little and puts down a few chairs so you can sit. And he says, like, would you like something to drink? Takes your drinking orders, and nary 5 to 10 minutes later, depending on hot or cold beverage, glasses come floating in.
Some tea, yes, would be nice.
I do want you to know, Leon is the kind of person that he's gonna take stock of everything that he can see.
So, like Arceus just perks up and is like, "So, Irie, you're a wizard too, right? Can you do this too by our campfires? Can we also drink in floating cups?"
Maybe.
I would love to. I could just like sit down comfortably and still have my cup at the right angle.
I just grab
mean,
my cup and sort of sip from it slowly, like.
And
I
by the way,
personally,
the cups came like floating in 2 by 2.
I personally think that Zalavier would be pretty much doing the same thing as Leon.
Taking stock of everything. You
Just,
may make me a
you know,
perception check then.
Scoping the place out, you know?
Yes. And either one of you may do it with advantage, or you can both do one each.
Majid, what's your
okay.
perception?
I personally think that we should roll separately, because I don't think Leon and Zalavier would cooperate doing it.
That's fair. Let's roll separate.
Fair enough. So a 19 and an 11. Quite good.
That's pretty
And you're looking for specific items or just everything he has?
Oh, no.
Everything.
I'm not looking at his stuff. I'm looking to see if this place is in any way, shape, or form shady.
Shady.
I'm looking at his stuff.
Okay.
I'm trying to find out if
Okay.
we've been lured into a clever trap.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And you had a 19. No, this guy seems quite genuine. Aside from a little disorganized. Again, most likely because he wasn't expecting any company.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't seem like he lured you into a clever trap. You don't see any weird arcane runes around the chairs you are. Not on them. There's no books. Nothing that catches your eye.
Okay.
For Leon, it seems that he's not really hiding any valuable stuff in this space. I mean, he does have a bookshelf with different books on the arcane, the transmundane, the different planes, but nothing of a directly magical nature, which leads you to believe that he does most of his experimenting in a different place.
I just draw my finger across them as though I know what I'm doing, and then promptly ignore books.
Okay, then you may make a deception check if you wish.
I have no clue what I'm doing. It's very obvious.
Yes. So the man that let you in the house, sir, please refrain from touching anything.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, that's okay. I've made a habit of not allowing anything dangerous in my living room. For the occasional times I do have company. Anyway, and he sits with his own cup of tea. I have a little bit of a job for you, if you're interested, in which I can pay you in, let's say, 1,000 gold worth of materials, items, or gold itself. What I wish you to do is capture a live troll for me.
Sorry, could you say that again?
I wish to capture a live troll.
What's a troll?
Trolls are hulking green humanoidic figures that are very renowned, or maybe notorious, for their regenerative capabilities.
Okay. I don't think I have a cage big enough for it.
Well, that is part of the job for you to figure out.
So, Leon, do you have a cage somewhere in storage?
Do I look like I have storage? I barely have a house to live in.
You have a house to live in.
Well, it's my dad's and mom's, but you know.
Okay. Sorry, hold on. You want us to capture a live troll?
Yes.
Do you have any containment for it yourself?
Not at this moment specifically. But if you are willing to go on the hunt, then I will take the time to take the necessary precautions. I do have a basement where he can fit, and I can probably install some restraining materials for as long as I need him. And
I'm
after
sure
I'm done,
nothing
I'll...
like this will go wrong. A troll in the basement of a guy, he won't get out. He won't cause any trouble. It's fine. I mean, I'm all for it.
How will he fit through your door?
I have a big shed.
And your shed
Uh-huh.
leads to your cellar somehow?
Yes. Doesn't yours?
I do not own a shed.
Nor
Well,
a
mine
house,
does.
nor a cellar.
But let me get this straight. You want us to go about, find a restraining device big enough to capture a live troll, then bring it back here.
Yes.
For what purpose?
Make
Are you
me
going to
a
study it?
persuasion check.
Okay, I don't see how I'm trying to convince him of anything.
I do.
Okay. That's a 22.
It's a
Yikes.
22.
Damn!
That's charisma characters for you.
There you go.
Yes. I wish to study its regenerative capabilities.
And
As
if I
I- as
may
I-
ask, oh,
Yes.
my apologies. If I may ask, what is your field of expertise then, sir? What's your name?
My name. Let me look through my notes.
The age-old problem. What is your name?
Yes. I specifically printed out a lot of name sheets for this, so there you go. My name is Erneros Yuria. I'll post the name in the chat. One moment. Where's the lore channel? There's the lore channel. My arcane expertise, you mean?
Indeed.
Well, I have studied the magic of warding for most of my life, which is the reason why I think I am confident in keeping the creature in once it's here. And, well, you went to an arcane university, did you not?
I have studied the magics of this world somewhat. Yes.
Ah, a fellow kin. Neat. Do you remember how a few years back there was this woman who had a paper? I'm not sure if it was a paper or a book on combining the divine and the arcane. That greatly piqued my interest. But it's hard to find materials, and I've tried getting an audience with her, but it seems quite difficult.
Ah, you mean Miss Whitefeather's
Yes,
manuscript?
yes, exactly.
Oh
Pretty-
yes, I'm quite a big fan actually.
Oh. I begin liking you more and more.
Yes, with your background in warding, that would seem like a good start in having a troll in your basement. But that doesn't seem to be the biggest problem of this quest, so to say.
Well, if I may interject, The only
Yes.
big problem I see with this plan is in this situation we catch the troll, right? We need to
Yeah.
haul it back to the city, and with such a big cargo, we are getting inspected by the guard. I don't think they fancy letting a troll into a town.
Not to mention, if they let us in, we'll have a live troll we're parading around. That is a bit. How do you say that?
A little
Yeah,
suspicious.
obvious.
Risky.
Is there a thing as troll chloroform?
Yeah, I was about to say we could just knock it out and like put it on a cart.
Well, here's the thing with trolls. Their regenerative capabilities are very strong. They can be put out by using either fire or acid,
Mm-hmm.
but the moment its wounds are closed and a moment passes, its regeneration activates again. So if you knock it out, you need to be quick with the chains.
That's what I mean. If we can have something that just puts it to sleep, we don't have to fight it.
But that
If
still
the
doesn't.
thing, if the thing doesn't want to die, we just knock it out with drugs and then take it with. It'll be asleep. Don't have to fight it. Don't have to deal with all that mess.
Yeah, but still, that doesn't solve a problem of getting it into the city if you really want to put it into your basement.
Don't worry, got ways. Don't you worry about that one.
Very neat.
I'll pull some strings. My mom
Very
had some
nice.
friends, you know.
Do you really think this is a good idea, Leon? Letting it troll into the city?
Does 1,000 gold sound like a good idea? I mean, it does to me. No? No objections? It's a
I-
great idea.
Sir, let me see. Sir Eneros, was it?
Enros, yes.
May we have a moment amongst ourselves to discuss?
I will take a moment to see what I have as a reward upstairs.
Ernie.
If you would be so kind.
Yes, and he leaves you in the living room.
Right. So, my greatest concern with this is that this man started negotiating this job, quote unquote, by naming the price before the actual assignment. That worries me.
I'm just worried. Why wouldn't you just take a location outside the city and store the troll out there? Like, it just sounds all a bit odd.
It is quite a grand undertaking. Logistically, it is very, very difficult. Because say we are able to keep the troll subdued, the concerns raised by Argus and Aria still stand. We will be parading a troll through town, and I understand that you have people around, Leon, that might be able to cover our tracks. But it doesn't mean we won't be eliciting any unwanted attention.
To say the least.
You know, the one thing we are not keen to do within this town.
So, a question, Salavier. Are
Yeah.
trolls related to your kind? Green, humanoid, maybe bigger than you are.
Zalavier rolls his eyes. No, Sir Argius. Trolls are related to my kind as much as fish would be related to yours.
Okay. I just ask. I'm sorry.
I understand, but not everything that's green is the same.
Okay. Are trolls like intelligent like you are, or
Are they? As I don't think that Zolovia has ever encountered a troll before.
Make me a history check.
I'm not proficient.
That's fine.
Okay.
I would like to help though if I can. Oh,
Alright, I'll roll again.
Well done.
You
Sorry.
haven't the faintest. You've never encountered them, as you
You
said.
know what? It's an interesting question. What if we find one and are able to persuade it to come with us?
yeah?
Never
be
consider trolls to be intelligent. They very well might be.
So we are taking an intelligent troll to the basement of some guy and let him be.
Experimented on? Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's going to be a very hard sell, I'd say.
I would say, since our wizard friend up there seems to know a little bit about trolls, why not ask him? Perhaps he has some knowledge on them.
That is a good point. But besides that, and I turn to Leon. Leon,
Yes.
you seem to be very keen on collecting this money. Do you reckon this is an easy job?
Absolutely not.
Right.
But, as you said, humanoid, right?
Right.
If we get enough drugs, if we get a big enough cage, the only problem is we need to give the troll the drugs.
Well, I personally think that the administering of drugs to the troll would be the least of our worries. And I don't know what you and yours could do to help mask the presence of a giant hulking green beast.
Oh, it's a beast.
I personally know some illusion magic. I might be able to do something there, but of course, an illusion is not perfect. It's still something superficial.
And susceptible.
I would like to notify one thing. This is a right setup for the guards to be going, an illusion. What are you hiding?
Verily, yes. And I think, even if it's an illusion, it's still susceptible to scrutiny.
So I think
So unless we figure a way out to dress the troll in a fancy hat and some nice clothes, I don't think we can pass it off as anything.
we just need a big enough cage, tie it down, keep it drugged up for the entire journey.
And I give a little bit of a side eye to Argius. Though dressing it up might convince some people they're my kin.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. The side eye sneer.
All the shade being thrown.
It ain't easy being green, okay?
You sure you're not a ranger? Because the amount of shade, holy shit.
Dang. I'm a warlock, you know, shadows, baby. So, are we in agreement that we are going to do this, or would we rather see to a different task?
I'm against it.
I'm for it under a few conditions.
Do tell.
I would say. Oh,
Go
go ahead, Leon.
One of the conditions is it's not, a month's travel, and everything that we need in order for this capture to work will be paid for.
Will be provided, yes. I was thinking of the same thing. Sorry?
I would say let's learn as much as we can about trolls before we make a decision. That means doing some research and ask him some questions, and if we think it would be too difficult to haul him back here, then then I guess that's it.
It shouldn't be too difficult to get this man to provide the extra details, so I think that would be a good start. It's night hands?
I'm kind of against it.
I'm against it because I don't think that even if it may be have a low intelligence, I think that experimenting on living beings isn't something we should ethically do.
You know that's how the world goes, right? Dead things aren't really great for experimenting on. Unless you're a necromancer.
I wholeheartedly disagree, but
Yes, I also disagree with that.
Much like
No, but
dead people don't make great hostages.
no, more the necromancy part is what I
Oh,
disagree
okay.
with.
I don't.
My point would be that it's I'm not comfortable with it because it's still a creature, a living creature, and I'm guessing that if he is experimenting on the regenerated purposes, that it will be tortured. And I will not stand for torture in any way, shape, or form. That is very much simply what I will not accept.
I think we have our answer then.
I'm very sorry.
It seems we do.
I'm very
So
sorry,
be it.
Leon.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry. We'll find a way to make more money. I'm not too fussed. We can always come back later, right? If we change our mind.
Yeah,
Yes.
but for now, let's not. I'm not. I will not stand for any creature being tortured.
Then there is but one question I need ask. Do we respectfully decline, or do we skedaddle?
For clients, no matter what job it is, you say, we're not going to take it.
I can speak
Yeah.
to the wizard.
It's a respectful decline. That's fine.
Because if you say that you don't do it, they might come back with something else. And if you just skedaddle, they're not going to hire you again.
I don't see any
Good
reason
point.
to just run off.
Understood. We shall remain.
Sir, you
So as your conversation finishes, a velvet red cat, which has been sitting in the corner, jumps off from the what's it called? I'm losing a lot of words today. Vensterbank.
Windowsill.
Windowsill.
Yeah.
Thank you. From the windowsill and walks up to the staircase and meows twice. As where you hear a ah, and the man comes down holding a bit of a chest and very awkwardly a thick tome under his arm as he comes down. And he smiles at all of you before taking a seat, putting down the chest and the tome next to it. I see you have reached a conclusion then.
Yes. We'd rather not take this job right now, at the very least.
You see his somewhat childlike glee gives way for sunken shoulders. Oh, okay. Not exactly the answer I was hoping for, but might I ask why not?
You may ask that.
Okay, so
But, well, to put it simply, there would be too much hassle in getting it here. And second of all, I am not keen on torturing any creature for experimentation purposes.
oh, but who said anything about torture?
What will you be doing to said troll then?
Well, I would like to investigate the ways it uses its regeneration.
Yes,
I
and
might have to take a blood sample.
Mhm.
Maybe at some point, if absolutely necessary and there is no other way, maybe a flesh sample. But
Mhm.
for the most part, I am very interested in just looking at its regenerative purposes, and if it is killed, I am afraid those purposes
shit.
will be lost.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
They're making an inside roll.
We would like to do an insight on this man.
Okay. So
Also-
Leon, this guy is, as far as you're considered, absolutely
Sure.
telling the truth. Zalavier, on the other hand, this man is full of shit.
Another question:
Like-
is that cat as familiar?
That would be a nature roll. Or
Wait.
Arcana, your choice.
I have a quick way of.
Is that cat his familiar?
It is a unnatural color of red, which leads you to believe it is indeed his familiar.
Cool. So, given that you have just witnessed most of our conversation amongst ourselves, I would suggest that you stop with the act. Tell us what you're actually intending to do with the troll.
Wait, he was lying?
Oh yes, through his teeth.
I walk up to the guy and he's like, "There's one thing I don't like about people. You know what that is?
Liars?
People who lie to my face. So how about you tell what you're actually gonna do before I try and do something you might regret?"
Okay, give me an intimidation.
Intimidation. Is it intimidation if it's real?
Yes.
5.
And he takes a small bit of a step backwards, as you are quite larger than this man. Look, I have an employer who wishes to use this regeneration. He said he does not care how or why. And I was supposed to figure this out, and then I get a lot of money with this. A bit of that money was to trickle down for someone to capture it. For as you see, me alone against a single troll won't go well. But a band of adventurers, people who are comfortable living, risking their lives to get some money out of it, those are perfect.
Do you know
And-
your employer? Do you know your employer?
Yes?
Who is it?
Why would I tell you?
Yeah, why would he tell you?
Way I see it, it is also very difficult for a lone elf to take on a band of, as you said, expendable and money-hungry adventurers in his own abode by his lonesome. So I suggest, before we start going back into your old charade, that you do actually tell us what you are intending to do. Because, for one, we are not taking your stinking job. And for two, we're not very keen on letting you go ahead with the job regardless.
I just want to make it clear, I don't give a single shit.
Yes.
But if these guys want to do something, I'm
think
going to
that
back them up.
Does that call for an intimidation from my end?
Think so.
Because I did just tell him that the 5 against him would be a bad idea for him.
And I'm in melee range.
I'd allow it.
Leon is ready and willing, you know? Like,
Oh, someone starts flinging spells, he's going to draw a weapon and start swinging.
as you might have concluded, we are more of the conversational type, and I point to the rest of the group. I point to Leon. Him, however,
Not so much.
It depends if
choices.
someone wants to work with me or against me.
Enough. This has gone long enough. For you, Mr. Wizard, or whatever you are. I'm not going to help you, and I'm not feeling like sitting here anymore, so I'm just leaving. I thought you were better than that. If you like the works of Miss Whitefeather, then you should be better than this.
Oof.
Yikes. Oh, ow.
I cast cold shoulder.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I don't know who that is or what's going on, but that hurts in my soul.
No, it's just 100 psychic damage straight to.
Yikes.
No.
To the
But he,
crocodile.
as you stand up to leave, he says, "You are free to leave, Miss Wizard. I will not keep you here, and you can leave the house if you wish to. Door's not
Yes.
locked. There's no traps. There's nothing. He's not doing anything funky. He lets you leave. To the rest, yes. Look, I'm not very keen on this whole torture charade you taught to me about. I'm not willing to do torture necessary. But if there is no other option, then I will have to resort. There is a lot of money hanging on this. Now, I've been fair to you. I've told you my plans, my wishes, my alignments.
No.
I will not tell you my employer, because that is a private conversation not for you. If you not wish to take this job, then by all means, please leave my house, and I will find another. I think I have been hospitable to you.
I try to make eye contact with Leon to see what he wants to do.
He is completely fixed on him.
Right.
Because it's a tense situation, and in a tense situation, he does not take his eyes off of anything that might be a danger.
Like Argius, kind of holds his sword close to him. Like it can be.
I just go. I call out. Very well, guys. Let's just leave.
Yeah, I think this has been going on long enough. Thank you, sir, for your kindness. I'll be off right now.
Thank you for not attacking me.
And I gently tug Leon's like sleeve or something like that I can reach, and sort of like, Leon. let's go."
Leon puts a hand on your shoulder and starts walking backwards while still facing the wizard as he
Yeah, okay.
leaves.
That makes
'Cause-
sense.
The wizard lets you leave, doesn't attack. And you leave his abode.
Yes.
Before we leave,
Yes.
when I'm the only one that's still left in the room,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to look him dead in the eye,
Yes.
and I say, Freya,
Already gone.
Make me a insight or perception check, your choice.
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh,
Shit.
the one
no.
moment.
Shit.
Damn. All right.
You notice no change in facial expression.
And I leave.
And he follows you to the door at a pace between you. And he simply closes the door.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, it's fucking obvious, but
Look,
It's not to my character. Apparently.
need-
It was a long shot, but I thought I'd shoot it anyway, okay?
no.
Yeah, it was quite the.
I
quite the try.
was trying to gauge his reaction, you know, just
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, that was the insider perception was for.
Right, so I turned to the rest of the group and I said, wow, that was a momentous disaster.
I need to drink. Anyone want to drink on my tab?
Oh yeah, give it to me.
No. Let's go to the inn. Let's talk a bit. Let's drink a bit. I need a moment.
Well, we can go to something else, right? Because we've got something to the north.
the farmers.
Yeah, those guys.
I put a hand on Argius' shoulder. Sir Argius, are you alright? Why do you need a respite?
Why do I need it? Because I want to ask Irie some questions.
Very well.
We could.
I mean, that's fair.
You can ask me any question you like. Although I'm in a bit of a foul mood.
I do the like, you know, like walky hand motion. I say, shall we walk and talk, as they say?
Are we really doing a walk and talk right now?
I take my
Apparently.
I take my decanter of endless water. I take a little cup. I make myself a drink. Well, walk and talk it is, and I drink because I want to drink. I love drinking. All right, so Irie,
As a fish, I love drinking.
Hold on,
Best character ever. I like drinking.
just one sec. The farmers. Is that a ways away? Like more than a day away from the city itself, or
Roughly 2 hours from the northern gate. So it's within a day's distance.
okay? And
Okay,
what time
so-
is it now? Do you reckon?
You have had your shopping trip, you've had your walk, you've had your talk, you've had walk and talk. Well, you're having walk and talk too, Electric Boogaloo. So I'd say somewhere afternoonish.
Yeah.
That sounds like let's take the horse and cart.
Yeah, I was about to say. How about we go on our way towards the other request that was given to us, and on the way there we can talk, or at least Arius and Irie, you two can talk if you so wish.
Oh well, it's better you also listen in too, because I think the questions I'm gonna ask are quite relevant to all of us.
Of course, but we can do it while on the cart.
Yes, of
It's-
course. I have no problem with that.
Very well.
Let's do that. And also, I can drive little Betsy again.
I will, for discretion's sake, I will accompany Leon on the bench.
Okay. So you go drive towards the farmers and in the meantime have a conversation?
Yeah.
Okay, so have your conversation.
Irie, one question. Are we being followed by a familiar? Or anything magical?
I don't know.
I mean, that man.
I would say look outside the door.
I don't know. Can you detect magical things?
Yes, I can. However, let me think. That's only within 30 feet, so that's not a huge area.
Just try
It's
it.
for close range.
All right, I can try.
Because that man obviously had a familiar, right? That cat was not normal.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that? You didn't roll an Arcana or anything.
Do you know cats, Argius?
I mean, I hope I've been long enough on land to know how cats look like.
Yeah, they've nibbled at his ankles a couple times because he smells fishy.
Yeah,
Oh.
I came
Smells fishy.
I came to land close to a port. Port towns are known to have cats because of fish, you know.
That's
Yeah,
a fair
true.
statement.
That is a good point, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I still like to imagine them nibbling at your ankles, though.
Me too, absolutely.
Ah! What are these hellish creatures? Ah!
Nibbling
But
at
you
my feet.
are casting Detect Magic, Irie?
Let's do it.
And are you instantly casting it or taking the ritual?
I think it would be good to do the ritual. It's a bit of a waste. Yeah,
Okay,
I'll
so
take
you
some
take-
time setting up the ritual.
Yes. So you go sit in your cart, take a moment, and you cast Detect Magic. And aside from the items you have on your person, as a group, nothing magical seems to be present.
So I look around and
Bag
say
of holding,
to
bag of holding,
Archie,
bag of holding.
All right.
Well,
so,
the bag of
What?
holding is new, but nothing in the bag of holding.
So, just a meta question.
Mm-hmm.
How much does Argus know about the functionings of practicing mages? About like how it's regulated, how they're registered, or if they're even registered.
Like the bureaucracy behind mages.
Right, because he heard something about another university. I don't know how much Argus knows about how this organization functions.
That would be a history check.
Good. That's a 20 on history.
damn.
Holy damn.
That boy's a history buff.
He has done his research, apparently.
I
So,
I built
how-
him like a researcher.
So how the arcane universities generally
Mhm.
are constructed is there is one major one in each of the capitals on this continent,
Mm-hmm.
and that is the like Hogwarts version.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the big one. There's smaller schools in big cities, not all of them. But for example, Tragria has one. Dawnhaven has the Hogwarts version. Friarius has one. And Sigiled has one in the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
There is no specific registration of people being like evil mages. The only thing you know is that people enroll, are registered as students, and the moment they complete their thesis, they are noted as graduated.
Mm-hmm.
So there are records of people attending the arcane universities, but nothing on people like this is an evil person, this is a good person. That would be more reserved to like the government or a secret police.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
the like FBI of this world, keeping people under watch for shady activity.
no, it's not like that. It's just it's not about if they're evil or not. That's not the problem. It's like
Okay.
mages lying about their practicing school of magic. Which
Oh, like that.
hmm
I
I mean,
that
people.
too is not exactly registered.
hmm
What you do know with that history check is because you've looked into the laws of this land, considering like, okay, what can I do, what can't I do? or what am I not allowed to do.
Mm-hmm.
There's a outlawment of most necromancy spells that deal with raising the dead
Mm-hmm.
within the capitals. Outside of a capital, there's it's a little more fluid, mostly based on nobody cares if a bandit gets resurrected, but it is frowned upon.
Mm-hmm.
In nearly any case, enchantment magic is straight up outlawed, as it deals with mind control.
All right.
And within the prison sentencing, enchantment magic is higher than necromancy. So you get far more severe punishments for controlling someone's mind rather than resurrecting a dead person as a skeleton warrior, for example.
All right. So, Irie, I think. Do you think this person lied about his school of magic he tended to be practicing?
That's something about wards, did he not?
Yeah, but experimenting on regeneration magic while wards, I think that's not very related, is it? I don't know. I'm not a wizard.
I would say it is a little suspicious that this individual
Mm-hmm.
had no, if he's such an ward fan, as you may call it, had no wards in his house anywhere, as far as we could tell.
So in that sense, I think he has something to hide about what magic he actually practices.
Perhaps, but I would prefer not to speak to him again.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm a bit concerned about this basement cellar of his.
I mean, we could always, break and enter.
Hmm.
And
Like,
if push comes to shove, we know his name, or at least an alias that he uses.
I mean, if he's lied the whole story up, I think he would have made up his name too, right?
That would be a fair assessment, but I would still think that in the more unsavory circles of Dawnhaven itself, he still might use the fake name over his real name.
True.
Meaning that, regardless of if he's telling the truth or not, you still might be able to find him.
I mean, there's two things we can do. We can just ignore this man altogether, or we can try dig up something about him because he is definitely suspicious.
Shit, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. No.
Don't say it.
I think
Don't
I
say
know
it.
what you're gonna say, and I'm also at the party of maybe not say it.
Is it
But
something?
he's a sussy baka.
Yeah, we do. You're gonna say that. God damn it.
Sorry. I had to. I'm sorry. Couldn't control myself.
And I mean, if we are not gonna get that troll, he's gonna get someone else to get that troll, and I don't know what the consequences of that's gonna be.
Is he?
Well, he
You
seems
must
quite.
be mad to haul a troll to the middle of town.
Well, as we know, the city does have quite an elaborate system of tunnels running under it.
I mean,
We've
if
been
you,
there.
it seems like his the person who gave him this assignment does have enough money. I think if you just ask enough, someone will eventually do it.
Can I just make a claim out there? And I don't know how this is gonna go down with you people, but if we can always intercept the load and just take it over for ourselves and claim the money anyway.
Well, then you should have just taken the job, Leon.
Yeah, but then we don't have to do the hard work.
Yes, but then still the question remains what he will do with it. And as Brenna so neatly stated just now in the wizard's house, we do not condone any torture.
So
Okay, well,
What
Fine.
we can do is
Although
intercept
most
the
of us
load
do.
and free him.
I mean, I don't know if that's a great idea, but
At least if it's outside the city.
I think it'd be better just to kill the creature in that case.
If it's inside the city, then yes, I agree.
Even outside the city.
Well, we'll see if it happens. If he happens to gather a crew for this deplorable job, then we will see then. But for now, let's focus on our own near future.
Argius, did you have any other questions?
No, I was just interested about how this goes with mages and if they got a name they need to protect. Like, I mean, mages can be quite shunned upon, right? Or like be suspicious because they can do such great things. So if there's one doing the bad things, then that could be harmful to reputations of mages all around.
Yes, exactly why I had to leave. Although, do you think I'm suspicious then, Argius?
Well, so far I've seen using your you are actually telling the truth and practicing magic you told you're doing. And for so far I know,
Am I?
the magic you're practicing isn't illegal. So far I know.
It's always good to look beyond what people are telling you, Sir Argius.
As I said, I'm not a mage. But aren't you concerned about a magic lying about his business, Miss Irie?
I mean, we have to look at the context, right? He's in the middle of a city. Well, he has, of course, his basement and his, well, upper floor on his house, but it is very difficult to conceal very powerful magics in a place such as a large city. I would be more suspicious if we came across him in a random little hut on the side of the road.
Apparently
Or
he's brave enough to keep a troll in his basement.
brave or foolish. Probably foolish.
Well, money makes many men the wrong things. I I can tell you, it's not any different underwater.
In any case, let's leave it be for now. I'm pretty sure we would hear something of a ruckus should there be a troll scene in the city.
Alright, if everyone agrees on not doing anything, I will leave it be.
Let's leave it be for now. For now, at least.
I know of some ways to see whether people are moving in and out of certain areas so we can think of something, but let's first see if we can help these farmers with their livestock.
And with that, we arrive.
You arrive. There is a multitude of farms around you. This is the warmer area where crops actually tend to grow. And you see a lot of people out and about planting crops to be harvested in a few months. And as you talk to fellow citizens of Dawnhaven, they point you to a house somewhat further north, standard barn, and a man out in the field, roughly to the side of his abode, planting crops. A human man wearing a sun hat, some worker's clothes, and using a hoe to hoe the ground. And
Ho ho ho!
Obvious
ho,
jokes.
ho, ho. Yes,
Don't do that to your wife.
it's kill the hoe.
Bad.
Stop hoeing like that. Anyway,
We approach the man, with calmly and like showing that we're not a threat.
Hail, peasant.
No, Leon, no.
Leon is a peasant himself, you know that?
Yeah, exactly.
If not worse.
yes, and the man looks up, sees you. Oh, hello. Who might you
Hi.
colourful folks be?
We're a merry group of adventurers, and
Very
we're,
merry.
Speak for yourself.
And we're we heard that there was a request from you. I suppose.
Oh, this is about the livestock. Yeah, I was hoping someone would turn up. Here's the thing: we tend cows, sheep, and all that, and every once in a while they need to get out because sitting in a barn all day isn't a fit lifestyle for them.
Mm-hmm.
And a few of them got taken. There's a bit of sign of struggle over somewhere in the field. I'll show it to you later.
Mm-hmm.
It's bigger than a pack of wolves, and we're kind of worried. So we would like someone to take care of whatever the problem is.
Does this involve a troll?
I was just about to ask the same question.
What's a
Gotcha.
troll?
I don't know either, but does it involve a troll?
I'd say there is a 50% chance it does not involve a troll.
That's still a very high number.
Well, I don't know if it's a troll, so I can't give you a lower number.
According
Do
to
the-
another,
do the-
according
the
to
struggle. Hold on. The struggling.
Yeah.
The markings left behind, are they claw marks or
Yeah.
or just claw marks?
Mostly claw
All
marks
right.
from some. I'd say 3 beasts that walk very much in unison.
Very well. Then it's not a troll.
Well, then, according to your friend, a 100% chance it is not a troll.
Sweet.
Very well.
Yes.
Do you have
Payment?
yes,
Yes.
that
We, of course, I'm hiring someone. We should take payment. We've talked, and everyone, contributed a little bit. We have about 200 gold and 200 rations for you, which won't spoil.
which won't spoil.
Yes. Dried meats, nuts,
Right.
long-lasting things. It's not the best food out there, but it'll keep your heart going
It'll sustain us.
for quite a while. Is that acceptable to you?
Well, it somewhat depends on the danger, but if it's just a few beasts, I think that would be perfectly fine. What say you, my friend?
Aye.
No more slimy worm meat. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna ask, miss.
Yes, I was just about to say, don't ask.
Don't worry. Was not gonna.
Do you mind if I, while we are solving this case, we take a place to stay around here? Is that a problem?
Do you mind sleeping with a cow?
I don't know. Are they comfortable to sleep with?
They're very warm. I mean, I guess for outsiders they smell a bit. But they're warm. There's enough hay around to, make a bit of a bed for yourself.
Sounds comfortable.
Yeah.
Anyone?
And my cows are quite friendly. Unless you start poking them with that sharp stick you have there.
Oh, this thing. Yeah, I won't poke it with that. I won't poke anything with that except enemies.
Good.
And they're friendly, so they won't be poked.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, that's the only thing I want to ask. That would be help out because I can stay close to the job and find things.
I mean, if you're successful, I'll call up my wife to cook you a nice meal.
Ooh. Sounds
Sold.
great. That would be very, very kind of you, sir.
If you could kindly point us towards the markings left. and
Right,
the struggle
come
we can
along.
see.
And he walks in front of you. And through the tilled earth, you have a bit of difficulty following him, especially the shorter statured folk, as you sink like knee deep into the somewhat moist, loose ground.
Yeah.
So your shoes get all dirty. And he, about 100 paces out, there's a few sticks with some ropes attached. Look, you see those claw markings there, and it seems they dragged the cow for a bit
When do
before,
they attack?
I guess, lifting it, because at some point the trail ends.
When do they attack?
At night, mostly.
At night.
Yeah. You leave your cows out for one night, and immediately one of them gets stolen.
So nobody has seen it ever?
None of us have.
Ooh,
I mean, we got woken up by the cows being all distressed, but that was after it already had happened.
Are there any... I don't know, is there any blood? Or is there any kind of...
trail that leads from it towards...
Well, I mean, it kind of shows you what the nature of the attack is. Like, if the creatures that took the cow are, absolutely ravenous, right, there'd be, fleshy bits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There'd be, that kind of trail. Otherwise, they might have a nest that they drag stuff back to before starting to eat. But that's, of course, making the assumption that these cows were taken to be eaten. So I would like to have a look-see if there's any signs of a cow.
So make me an investigation check then.
I shall. Well, bam!
Can I help
It's a
out?
16. If he helps out, that's gonna be in 16 still.
Okay. Do mind, Senator, if you want to roll yourself, you can absolutely do so, unless you're giving advantage to someone else. With a 16, there is blood. There's small chunks of meat left in the dirt, which were either buried so deep within the dirt that they were hard to find,
Right.
or that they seemed like for an animal this wouldn't be worth the effort to dig it out. And
does that mean that this investigation entails Xalavier digging around for the chunks?
I mean, if you want to find the chunks, yes.
Okay. Then.
So yes, this seems like a rather ravenous animal attack. It's something quite coordinated, and there's at least 2 individual creatures that share the tracks. So this might be some sort of a pack hunting.
What say you, Argus? This does look like a rather violent attack on the creatures.
Yeah, and no bones left, right?
No, it wasn't eaten here. It was taken.
They might have taken it somewhere else, but they sure got some licks in before they did.
Yeah,
From the looks of it.
Any tracks that it was dragged along near it?
Yeah, there's a quite big dragging track off to the east, or excuse me, to the west. After about 30 to 40 feet, where it just stops.
So, Mr. Sorry, I haven't asked your name. What's your name?
Farmer Brown.
Farmer Brown. Oh man, yes. So, Mr. Brown, what's to the east?
There's a forest there.
Do people go there, or is it dangerous?
Usually not. It's the woodcutters in the area go to the edge of the forest.
All right. And
I do recall them saying something about some black cat roaming around there.
Black cat.
So they tend to go to the edge of the forest and then go back quickly.
Mm-hmm. They don't get attacked, right?
Not usually. I think the sheer amount of people that go together is an indication for any sort of wildlife that it's too big of a threat.
Okay.
Surely a group of lumberjacks can fight off one singular black cat.
Most certainly we can. But the problem is we need to find it. And if it gets the drop on us, then one of us might get killed.
How can a regular black house cat kill a lumberjack?
Well, I don't know if you've seen the paw tracks, but that ain't no regular house cat, my man. That's almost bigger than a hoof. The paw marks you found.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah.
We are talking about a large cat.
Yeah.
A large feline creature.
Something like that, from the looks of it.
Right, maybe you should clarify that more clearly, Farmer Brown.
Okay, so
because from your story, it seemed like a group of lumberjacks hanging around at the edge of a forest, being attacked by a regular black house cat.
Oh. Well, no. Something more in terms of a panther?
Well, yes, that would align more with my findings just now.
Don't have to be all sassy about it.
You are the one that's wanting help.
Yes.
Sorry, but
Alright,
that's just funny. Anyway, yes.
Alright, so there might be big creatures hanging around in the forest. Is that possible?
Yeah. I mean, all sorts of stuff hides out there. There's dragons out there.
Dragons?
Don't know if you ever seen one.
No, I've never. Just describe. What does it look like? You have to
big lizard, wings, breathe usually fire or cold.
Ooh, majestic. How big is it?
I recall they come in different sizes. If you ever see one, don't approach. They will kill you. If one approaches our herd, we just let a cow be taken. It's fine. We'll survive the cow. Well, the cow won't, but Like tangling with a dragon is basically suicide.
So, if a dragon occasionally takes a cow, right? Why is this cat causing you a problem?
Well, the cat shows up more frequently.
Like, how frequently?
Well, the last month, it's been here maybe 5 or 6 times.
So, and before that, never?
No,
Anything happened between the time that it started attacking and before that?
not that we know of. I mean, the birds started laying their eggs, I suppose. Maybe they think like the natural order, like food is out there.
Perhaps it bore young.
Perhaps.
Whatever the case, we're on the case.
Yeah. From
I like
here
that.
on, from here on, I don't think I have any more questions. I mean, I can ask dragon questions for ages and be fascinated, but maybe tonight.
Maybe over dinner.
Exactly.
So, we have a deal?
Yes.
I'm in.
Okay then. Then, good luck, and may Aristil guide you.
Yes.
And as all of you head out, starting to head east, we're gonna take a break.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
y'all.
Hello, welcome back. I have been chosen again to tell you about the advantages of joining our Discord server. See, if you join our Discord server, you get to hang with the cool people.
Yep.
You know? We're cool. We promise. Anyways,
Oh, cool.
find our sessions on YouTube, if you'd like. Or, you know, if you started watching us from the very beginning, you'd be up to date by now. Which, if you aren't, what are you doing? You should join us every other week. We stream every Tuesday, apart from the ones that we don't. They're the ones where we're gonna upload the new VODs of the one that was before it. If that isn't convoluted to you, you're a cool guy. Please go watch our VODs on YouTube if you're not caught up. And join us whenever we do play a session. We will announce it. I promise you. Next week we will announce when we will be streaming again.
Yep.
Aside from that, right, if you do so desire, give that little subscribe button a click. You know, it helps us out. It helps our friends over at the Manga Kissa out. Makes the stream better. Lets us do our thing. We appreciate you. And as a very last note, our wonderful artist, Salsariza, can still be found on Instagram. She could be for a while, and I don't know why you're not following her yet. So please get on that, because she's great, and her art is also really cool. That's all we can say. That keeps her making art for us, you know? Besides that, thank you again for joining us. Thank you for sticking through the break. We hope you got yourself a nice cup of coffee, or maybe a nice can of Coke. And we hope you enjoy the rest of the stream.
Yep.
Okay. So, you were heading towards the forest, and for this I would like to propose a bit of a skill challenge.
Oh boy, what you have in mind?
Yes.
Is that like a quick time event?
No, not really.
Oh,
Here's
great.
the thing,
I hate
you're
those.
going to the forest. You need to find these cats. How are you gonna do this?
Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Just do.
I got a 10.
Okay. You are about an hour away from the forest, so there is no way the cats will hear you.
Here,
Aw.
kitty, 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 kitty.
There are no cats in this village either.
You know what?
Maybe they all left for the displacer beast. Be like, God damn you, big kitty. It's hot.
What's a displacer beast? I've never heard of this thing.
Displacer?
You know what? Like there's one cat that comes towards you at the sound of "Here, kitty, kitty."
I gave the little buddy a scritch.
He accepts your scritch, like for a moment, and then does that thing cats do, like they avoid your hand, and it very happily walks over to Arceus,
Yeah, that's fair.
sniffing at his feet.
That's fair.
Ooh, hello. And Arceus gives him pets.
Some
I
piercing damage.
doubt that's the cat we're looking for, but it's very cute.
Would be a fairly easy job if it was.
It's
Like a
swallowed the
patchwork
crystal.
one. So no.
If this is the beast we seek, I'm not about to slay it. I just can't.
Look at it, it's too cute.
Yes. It starts licking your foot.
Hmm.
Would you like a little bit of fish?
Meow.
We did not come here to dote on random terrestrial animals. Come,
Alright.
let us go.
Goodbye, little kitty.
I won't forget you. There's some meat if you get if you're here when you're back.
And as you leave, the cat follows you to roughly like the edge of the land of its owner, and then it goes away.
Is this
Like it
cat?
walks back.
Is this cat the beer's cat? Familiar.
No, this is a normal patchwork cat
Okay.
that just seemed interested in, fish.
Arceus.
Hmm?
Fish.
Yeah, what's up with the fish?
You
always
fish.
always with
Sorry.
with the racism. Please stop it. I've already had enough problems with it.
There's the one likening goblins to troll.
Anyway, we head into the forest.
Yes. So how do you go about this?
We try to see if there's any tracks leading through the forest, through the mud.
Okay, so who is taking the helm on using it, and would they give me a survival check?
Not it.
Not it.
Guess I'll do it.
Brenna.
Guess I'll do it.
I can do a survival check if you want an assist.
Yeah, let's both do it. Do a roll for it.
Alright, survival check. Let's go.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Oh!
So apparently someone is very in tune with cats.
Somehow.
Yes. And you follow the... after a while you get this is a pair of large cats. They just have 6 legs. Weirdly.
Six legs.
Yes, 6 legs.
Huh.
You do not see any cow tracks, but you do see that they're quite some distance away from each other. Like roughly 5 to 6 feet.
Is this like a Sleipnir cat?
Yeah, somewhat. And you follow the tracks until you end up in a forest near a cave.
How big is the cave?
The cave is roughly 10 feet in diameter, and it leads inward into the darkness. And you can see that near the edge of the cave, the dragging of a large animal started again.
It's a dragon?
No,
Yes.
dragging.
Oh!
Yes, the dragon started again.
No. Okay.
Yeah, fun fact for when you start rolling like random encounters on the travel table again.
How much do I know with the information I have right now? Because
With the information, there's 2 sets of big cats,
mhm,
one that is a bit smaller, and those tracks only started appearing when you neared the cave.
mhm.
Oh,
That's it.
baby.
More like a young adult.
Baby.
Baby.
Okay, baby, it is apparently.
Baby.
So there's at least 3,
Mm-hmm.
and you have arrived at the cave. And you know what? Let me put you on a map,
Ooh.
just in case.
Swanky.
So this is not a cave, because I didn't have a cave prepared.
Lame.
Yeah. That was like the one part in my preparation I forgot to do.
Oh well.
So,
Okay.
so the river necessarily doesn't exist, and I'll draw like the start of the cave for you.
It's
Isn't
an illusion.
Roll20 handy? Ah, so handy.
Yeah, how nice a drawing tool. And in the same sense, don't mind like the camp. I stole this map from someone else.
Don't
Very
worry,
quickly.
I've expertly edited away the river.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. That
Don't
works.
worry about that.
What a hero.
Leon, no!
I mean, you can if you want to.
No, I don't.
Well, how far can we see into the cave?
Probably till like there.
For whoever has dark vision, they can see up to 60 feet. For the rest, after like 10 feet into it, it is dark.
When will you learn that none of us do?
Well, get it then.
No!
Okay, so none of you can see past 10 feet into the dungeon. Oh fuck, I said
No.
roll credits.
No! Don't roll the credits,
Yeah.
we're not done yet.
But, like, not on this map, but there's a bunch of trees around you that obscure light.
Hmm.
So,
It's forced
quite dark.
you.
Alright.
So
Um,
does anyone know cats with 6 legs?
Not personally, no.
Are they normal?
No.
No, they're definitely not.
Oh, well, that's what I made out of the tracks. It obviously has 6 legs. No doubt about it.
Cool.
Now I'm worried.
Yeah,
Does
you don't
that
have a
ring a
torch?
bell? Mr. DM, does that ring a bell? 6-legged cat.
Oh, then I gotta look up like a skill list. of one of yours.
Argius obviously won't know. So, I'm not rolling.
Oh, me neither. Leon is a city boy. He doesn't know anything outside.
I
Please.
think this would be a religion roll. Or a nature, excuse me. I said religion because I was looking at religion. I meant nature.
Nature. Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm not very well versed in creatures, but I might have heard something of them. I can't promise anything, though.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, oops, I rolled with the advantage.
Okay. So I'm gonna take the 6 because that was your first roll.
Yes.
11.
11. You haven't heard about these creatures necessarily.
No.
Like the
6 legs?
closest thing you get is a panther, but a panther doesn't have 6 legs.
You don't say.
Indeed.
He does, though.
Oh, dang, you're right.
Wait, what?
He does do say.
True. Alright, so...
You did say it.
Do we head in? Or do we smoke them out?
There's no telling how deep this cave system goes, Miss Nighthand.
That is true.
We could be smoking them for like a couple of minutes, or we could be smoking them for days.
Yeah, that is true.
Well,
Alright.
what point of day is it right now? Like afternoon?
Yeah, somewhere in the afternoon, like 4 or 5-ish.
Right, so they seem to be nocturnal creatures, right?
Yeah.
Mm,
It appears that's when they hunt, yes.
so, is it a possibility to just cave them in?
And then what?
Well, then they can't get out anymore, right?
I mean, that would be a valid concern. Is this a natural form cave?
This is a natural formed cave, yes.
Okay, then it probably has one entrance.
As far as we know, yes.
As far as we know, yes.
But if we cave it in, we don't really have proof?
And they might find another way out.
Yes.
Yeah, desperate animals are quite resourceful.
Or people.
Or people.
Yes. Added to the fact that they managed to, obviously from the signs, dragged a complete cow in here. Which are very heavy.
Yeah. I think we'll have to head in and take care of it. Them.
Isn't it a bit strange? So there's multiple cat creatures, right? I'm not thinking that's not the case, but why would they go an hour away for a cow? There's this entire forest here. Isn't there anything else they can snack on?
Maybe cow is the biggest easy prey there is.
I mean, you don't have to hunt a cow, they don't run away. Or at least much.
Perhaps, but an hour away?
I mean, I do recall that we've met a group of gnolls that went out of their way to attack wayward caravans because they were starving. I don't see why these large creatures would not do the same thing, given our prior analogy of desperate people and desperate animals.
Right, so that means that there is no prey in the forest, right?
Perchance, yes.
Or not big enough prey.
That might also be the case.
So why did they come here in the first place? In any case, I sense something's wrong, so it's good to be prepared for the worst, I would say.
Oh, yes. I do agree. So,
I do concur. Yes.
I would kindly remind you, Miss Nighthands, not to mock me, please.
Sorry. It's just sometimes.
Now go fetch us some kindling.
Yeah. Yes. I was planning on that. I look around. Like it's like just past the winter, right? Or at least at the end of winter.
Yeah, you're coming out at the end of winter.
Man, there's a forest!
Yeah, exactly. So it's like there's more than enough branches.
To make a torch out of, I think.
Yeah.
More than enough, easily.
Yeah.
And the thing is also, the more north you go, the warmer it gets. Like, you're not that far north yet, but the northern side of Dawnhaven is less permanent snowfields, and more there is snow in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
So most of these are still, pine trees. But there's a few different types of trees in there as well.
Right.
But you can easily get a few sticks to make some makeshift torches that would run you a few minutes.
Hey, Brenna, how about I join you?
Well, it's right here, so it's like we can just pick up some.
I mean, if you want to go for the first best one, that's fine. But
sort of a like a squint at Leon, like what? No, it's fine. We don't need a whole lot of torches. I mean,
Alright.
we bought some torches as well. We just need a few, and I sort of like start gathering some branches up and hold them under my arm and like making a fire. Anyone got a light?
I do, and Leon sticks his entire arm in the bag of holding because simply he can, and then gets up flint and steel.
I can
You
actually
can
help as
easily-
well if you want me to, Miss Brenner.
Wait, hold on. And I do I have something? No, never mind. I was thinking of maybe some cloth around the branch and drench it in some oil, but I don't have that with me. So anyway, yes, that's fine. Something to light the stick.
Right, hold one of the sticks forward, please.
Holding forward, holding out in front of me.
I cast prestidigitation.
Can you actually light fires with that?
Yes, it's actually is mentioned in the spell description.
Oh. Neat. Oh, look at that. It actually is. Yeah, you can light it.
Very well.
There you go.
Great. Good. Well, not to undermine my own strength or anything, but not exactly big and threatening presence. And it might be better if one of either Leon or Argus is kind of fish-like, so maybe they will. No, Leon, could you take lead here?
So long as I don't have to hold the torch, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll hold the torch for you.
Okay.
That's fine.
In the meantime,
Uh,
Argus took a comfortable seat and is drinking water from his decanter.
I'll take my shield. I will not draw my sword just yet, but I'll take my shield and slowly head in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Using a
basically-
torch?
Yeah, I'm basically right behind him with a torch. Yes.
Okay. So as you continue in this cave, it gets a little bit smaller at some point and then opens up into a larger cavern-like structure. So let's
Actually,
say
before we head in, Olivier,
Yeah.
could you help me with something?
Yes?
I would like to set an alarm on the cave entrance, so if there's anything coming in, I can be notified.
Okay. You cast it instantly or take 10 minutes doing it?
Hmm.
We have 10
Let's-
minutes, don't worry.
Yeah, if we
We
have
have-
10 minutes, then that would be preferable.
We have 10 minutes, don't worry. Do your thing.
I believe you
All
can
right.
board a 10-foot area, right?
An area within range that is no larger than a 20-foot cube.
Okay, well then you can easily cover the entire cave entrance. So let me
Right.
draw a line for you. Say like this. No. Different color. Like that.
I'm not sure how far a mile is, but I presume that it's pretty substantial, basically.
Miles about 1.6 kilometers, so that's quite the distance.
Okay, so that's the range of the spells. But
Yes.
if I'm within a mile, I can know when something happens.
We should be fine.
And using the spell, you either have to say it makes a verbal sound or a ping towards you specifically in your mind.
Yes, let's do a mental one.
Okay.
We know what cats do with bells.
Slap it more.
We distracted the panther.
So what is
Using
it
the
you
alarm
needed
spell.
my help with?
Oh yes, I thought our companions would already go inside the cave, and I'd rather not stay on my own.
I see.
But since you're all so graceful to give me some time,
Argus is still relaxing outside, thinking where everyone went.
I mean, everyone's busy doing stuff. So what's the plan? What are you guys doing? Someone has cast alarm?
We go in, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah,
You go in.
I suppose we do.
yes.
So for all that are going in, can you give me a marching order?
First.
I mean, you have a battle map. You can do it in there.
For in a second.
Anyone else?
Yep.
Xelavier third.
Then I'll go fourth.
Diary fourth. Rearguard Argius.
You coming, Argius?
Oh, you're already going? I didn't know. Yeah, let me get prepared. And I take rear guard.
Okay. So you stand on this part. As you continue,
Oh. Hey.
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 hey, at this point,
The
if
conga
you
line.
wish to, do you wish to do this stealthily, or are
You
you
know-
just going
you-
in?
You know Leon, right? I don't
Mhm.
think stealth is an option. Because I'll give you a taste of Leon's stealth.
Sure.
That's a
Right.
5. So yeah, I don't think stealth is an option.
Yeah. So I would like.
Leon going in with here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Here, kitty, kitty, here, kitty. We got a big fish for you.
Oh no.
You're not allowed to eat it though. Just play with it.
Sacrifice Argius for 200 gold. Wow. Anyway, so you walk in.
Always bigger fish.
There's always a bigger fish. Never thought my campaign would have Star Wars memes in it. Oh god.
Here we
And
are.
there will be more.
So I would like to know what everyone's passive perception is.
10.
11.
11.
Mine's 12.
Brenna, you had 14, if I recall, right?
14. Yeah, 14.
So Leon doesn't notice when he walks in, but Brenna does. One more step. That there is a
Couple guys that are up to no good.
yes,
Started
exactly.
big trouble in the neighborhood.
A bunch of indeed six-legged cat or feline beasts sitting off to the side, looking quite angry at the people who just barged in their territory. There's two very big ones. There's one who is smaller, which I marked with a red dot. That is still of the large category. Excuse me. Someone is banging on my windows.
Oh no.
I have no idea.
Sinterklaas komen binnen.
I thought he went home already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got
I
the
have no
wrong
idea.
house.
But it is maybe the wind's hard. My parasol might bang on the window. Well, whatever. Seems like no one is actually on my balcony, so that's neat.
Oh, that's a plus.
So as I was saying, there's the two big ones that are very defensive of the three cubs that lie behind them. And they are very aggressive, growling towards you. And from their backs, there's two almost tentacle-like appendages that are waving.
What?
Hello.
I knew I shouldn't have said that.
Well, I mean, Irie, Zolavier, and Argius, we're all three of us are still in the hallway, so we have no clue what's happening. Just Brenna and Leon are inside, the bigger room, so it's just we're in a cramped little hallway, just going dum-dee-dum-dee. Hey, why have they stopped?
Here,
yes.
kitty.
Leon?
Yeah?
Careful. They're very aggressive and they seem to be ready to pounce. Everyone else, there's three rather large feline-ish creatures with three cubs.
Leon would like to slowly back away from the beast and go back through the hallway. Thank you. Back.
Are you pushing the rest back, or are you squeezing
I
past
am
them?
pushing the rest back.
Okay.
Let's take a few steps back and they could only fit through here one at a time.
Exactly.
Hey!
We conga line in and then go, well, fuck, and conga line back out.
Goodbye.
So you take a few steps back?
Yes, absolutely.
Right. Okay then.
I'm just gonna sit there, shield up.
Yes.
For
so
now.
the two bigger ones, the smaller one stays behind a bit. Come towards you. And they are not in any attacking, they are in an attacking stance, but they're not attacking yet. You interpret this more as a get the fuck out.
I would honestly like to be in this location right here, so we can have person 1 and person 2.
Okay.
Exactly.
If everyone agrees, then
I'd say, yeah.
I'm sure.
And I would like either Zalavier or Argius to be right there.
I mean, it doesn't exactly fit on the map, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
All but anger.
Yes.
So one
And they are.
question.
Yes.
Were there any other entrances to the cave, or is it still a completely enclosed thing?
Not as far as you could see. Especially you at the back. I have no idea.
Yeah, of course.
Do I have an idea?
As far as your eyes could see, the cave just continued. It's just that, right beside the opening, they made their nest.
Yeah.
I take my spot next to Leon. And as I walk forward, I close my eyes for a second. I take a deep breath. I draw my weapon and I take a battle stance. And
I would like to draw my weapon as well.
as I do, like a sort of like as I take the breath and I breathe out, like a sort of spectral, purple-ish, golden armor starts hovering around my body, and I cast mage armor on myself.
Whoop whoop.
Okay.
Right, it worked. Ready.
Yes. In the meantime, I have found the source of banging on my window, and it is indeed my parasol,
It.
which is a bit of a load off my chest. So, you are readying for an attacking stance.
Yeah.
Because at the moment they're having this standoff
Yes.
with you.
Well, what do you do if they threaten you? You threaten them back.
Yes.
You know?
Unless someone makes the first move.
Well, then we have a standoff.
Yeah.
Well, I can make the first move because let me get my spells.
Hold on. I turn to Sir Argius.
Mhm.
If you could be the back line for Zalavier and Leon.
Oh, I would first love to know what is attacking us.
Nothing as of yet.
All right,
It's
okay.
not attacking yet, but it's a large feline-ish creature with tendrils from its back
Oh, and 6 legs.
and 6 legs. Yes.
Well, have I ever? I've never seen something like that.
And you will. When they're dead.
Yes.
I'm not sure what to do because I can start blasting, but is everyone ready to start blasting?
Anyway, I started
Okay,
Right.
are we prepared to fight these creatures? I ask.
Well, how else will we rid Farmer Brown of any further intrusions upon his land?
Eldritch Blast.
Hold on.
Okay, Eldritch Blast.
No, wait.
Too late. So everyone, I would like you to click your character and roll initiative.
Oh dear lord.
Wait, did it
And
not go through?
as no one is surprised,
Oh, just a blank. Hold on. I need to make an attack roll.
No. You need to roll initiative.
No, surprise round Eldritch Blast. I do it before initiative.
no, there is no surprise round because everyone is aware of the other. So
Okay,
this
so
will happen in your initiative.
But I fire first.
Leon fired first.
Yes,
Leon
I
fired
fired.
first.
What was that about Star Wars references in your campaign?
Oh,
I would
Oh,
like
yeah.
all of your characters to perish at this moment.
Okay,
so you're
bye.
firing last now, Leon. How was
Apparently
that?
I am. I was the first one to call Eldritch Blast, but I'm the last one to act it ever.
Yeah, apparently.
I just see you say Eldritch Blast, and the rest of us like, hey, it was our spell.
We're gonna
Yeah.
do this. Ah.
And with that, let me put up some battle music.
Wait.
That's a horse.
Yeah. The initiative starts,
Oh dear lord, they have kittens. No!
and Brenna, you are first in initiative. So,
Salavier, listen. We can adopt them.
Oh, Salavier does not care, but Luke does.
Oh wow.
I want to see Argius with like a tiny little kitten that keeps biting his ankles.
Anyway, Brenna, you see Leon charging up his Eldritch Blast. Your first initiative, what do you do?
with it.
I quickly take a quick what you call it, a look-see around me to like have a good feel of the situation, and then I grab my skull and I hold it aloft into the air, and a shimmering light spreads around me, and I say, "May Kellenvor guide our path," and I cast Aid on Leon, Zalavier, and Argius.
Ah, it burns.
And that's Aid. You get 5 extra hit points.
Oh.
Wahoo!
Yes. And they also count for dying.
They count for your maximum HP.
Yes.
So
Hell
they
yeah.
count for like dying of negative hit points.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it's for.
Why are you
8
talking
hours.
about dying, man?
Well, you know.
I expect you to die, Zalavier.
Yes.
Now got Princess Bride in here as well. Jesus.
Nice. Anyway, that was your turn, Brenna.
Because I'm sort of like in the back row, like just holding my ground.
Mm-hmm. Then it is the Displacer Beast's turn.
Oh,
And
great.
It's going to take. It's going to move forward 5 feet, and with its 10-foot reach tentacle, it's going to do a multi-attack. So 1 attack on Leon, 1 attack on Zalavier.
He's gonna tickle us.
It's not gonna hit. It's not gonna hit Leon. And a 14 to Zalavier, which is a miss, I believe.
Yeah, because you don't have mage armor.
That is a
Me.
miss, yeah.
Okay. And with the rest of its movement, it is going to move backwards. Then the other big Displacer Beasts, because they have tied initiative, is going to do the exact same thing. Going to do 1 attack on Leon. That's not enough, that's like a 13. And a 23 to Zalavier.
That's a hit.
Okay, so it does 1d6. It deals 6 damage to you.
Okay.
And with the rest of its movement, it is going to walk back. And they stand at the ready to attack anything coming through the hole. With that, Zalavier, it is now your turn.
Bitches.
So I don't have any clear line of sight to any of them.
You can see number 1 very easily from your position.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Let me see. I would like to point at it and place my skills above his head.
Okay.
So it is now cursed.
It is Hexblade's cursed.
That is my bonus action.
Yes.
Then, for my regular action, let me have a look. I think I would like to cast Eldritch Blast. I know, original, but yes.
Okay. Give me an attack roll at disadvantage. Because these creatures are shimmering, and they have some sort of a displacement covering their entire body. which is why they are called Displacer Beasts.
What?
That's an 11 to hit.
An 11 to hit. That does not hit, unfortunately.
Wow. And that was my turn.
Okay. Then the baby Displacer Beasts are, but they are babies, so they do not take a turn.
Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobbies.
And then is Argius. It's your turn. What do you do?
Well, I was asked to stay at the rear, so I'm about to do that. I take my sword in both hands. I move over here, and I take a defensive stance.
Okay. So you take the dodge action.
I take the dodge action.
Right. That's your turn?
That's it for now.
Okay. Irie.
Right. Can I yell to Calavier and ask if I can cast magic at it, or if it doesn't do anything?
Sorry, what?
I mean, can I cast a spell? I guess you hear something like that from the back.
Can you cast a spell? I don't know, can you?
God damn it, are these beasts somehow fortified against them? I don't know.
Well, they didn't seem to be any phased by my attacks.
Right, I will try then. And I move behind Arceus, I think. Although it's a bit... I don't think I can actually... Let me see. It's a bit of a maybe. I'm not sure if I can see it.
Yeah, I'd say you can see it.
Alright, and I try to cast a Ray of Frost on the first big guy.
Okay. At disadvantage, please.
Yep. Oh, actually, I don't think... Sorry, I'm a bit of a... bleh. I need to make an attack roll. But I don't have the disadvantage built in, so...
You can roll twice and then we'll take the first as the damage. That's fine. Okay. So you
At least
two
an
have...
11 then, I guess, yeah.
You miss with an 11.
Hmm.
And with a initiative of 3, the smaller Displacer Beast turn has arrived, and it takes a defensive stance and ends its turn.
I feel for Displacer Beast 3. We align.
You align. Okay. And with that, Leon, it is your turn now.
I mean, what can I do except for Eldritch Blast?
You can do whatever you want.
Well,
I mean, if you want to do an Eldritch Blast,
I
you
one-shot
think.
the creature. Yeah, that's my range option, so I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Start blasting!
Yes.
I do disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot number 2 because that's the one I can see. Blast!
So with a 7, you miss.
Yeah, I figured.
And we get back at the top of the initiative order. Brenna.
Let me see here. I look towards Zalavier. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
All right, that's good. And I look towards big beastie boy over here.
Okay.
This guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I point my skull at him.
So threatening.
Let Kellamvor guide my hand. And I fire or at least try to, a guiding bolt.
Okay. Make me an attack roll.
Disadvantage.
At disadvantage, please.
Yes. Click. Dang it!
I'm sorry. That's a miss.
We can't seem to do anything against them.
Yes, they're very dodgy. And the turn of the Displacer Beasts have arrived, and they have no reason to not continue their same assault.
Aha, but now they
That's-
do not have enough movement to completely back out.
And that's a 20 on Leon,
I mean,
and a
that
22
hits.
on Zalafier.
Go
So
ahead.
that is 5 damage, and again 6 damage on Zalafier. So 5 for Leon, 6 for Zalafier.
So I had 5 extra from Brenna, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm on. Okay, cool.
And it is going to use its 20 feet movement left.
Oh, they have more movement. Fuck off. Okay, we're moving backwards out of the cave. They can get fucked.
Yes. So this one comes close. Repeat maneuver. That's a miss, and that's also a miss. And repeat maneuver to the back, but it doesn't get as far.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Move back.
Let's back away here.
Okay. Zalafier.
I will delay my turn as we move back together as a unit.
Okay.
Let's unit.
Arceus.
I delay my turn as well.
Okay. Irie.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, well, with Leon and Brenna on deck, you all move
Yes.
back. How much would you like to move back?
Out the cave.
This is your
No,
maximum movement with
one in.
one in?
Okay,
1 in.
2 in then.
Because we don't want them slipping past us, so this is where we stand.
True.
Okay.
This is where we make us stand.
Brenna. Then it is your turn. Unless Leon wanted to use his action to do something.
I mean, I can Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Do an Eldritch Blast at disadvantage.
The people that have delayed their turn, are they still able to take their actions?
Well, you readied your action to use your movement, or you delayed your turn, but that's a permanent thing. So either you all have like the same initiative as now, or you use the readied action.
Let's all have the same initiative as Brenna.
I mean,
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yes.
you can also all have like the initiative of 1, and everyone gets to take their turn because.
No, but I mean more like we. Okay, so we all delayed our turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So logically, we'd still be able to. We do our movement in that space.
Yeah.
But are we not allowed to do anything else?
Well, that depends whether you delay or ready an action. Because readying an action doesn't change your initiative, but does use your action. Delaying gives you your entire turn, but it makes your initiative later.
Well,
So then you would have an initiative of 1.
Well, then I still have an action left.
Okay, so you have an initiative of 1 then.
Eldritch?
Anyone else?
For this turn, yes.
No, because your delaying is permanent.
Huh?
You have 2 different.
Since when?
Since always. There's 2 different ways to do things in combat using
This is not
This is-
Divinity rules.
No. This is base 5th edition rules. You can use either delay or ready. Ready is you use your action to do a special thing. Like, say, for example, when it gets in my range, I want to trip it. Or whatever. And then once that happens, you use your reaction to actually do that part. Delay is you say, I take my turn in a later moment when I want to use it.
Right.
So either you delay until later, and you can. I am okay with you all taking your turn at the same time, essentially, giving you the same initiative. Or you can say, I take an action, and I don't want to delay my turn, but then you have to use your action to do this.
Okay.
So you use your action to move together, or you say, we all take
You all
the
have
same
one initiative, but that would still give everyone their turn, aside from their movement. Because you wanted to move in unison.
Okay.
So I'll just make everyone's initiative 1.
Brenna didn't
Fine.
delay though.
You didn't?
Technically, no. No.
Nope.
So you used your action then.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Because it was
Well,
in my
no,
turn.
I would have needed to use my action, but because we can all move back, and then it's Brennan's turn, and Miranda can move back.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So then we are at Leon.
Yeah,
do
and
your
I used
action
my
first,
other
then
spell.
Salafier, then
I used my
Argius,
action.
and
I did my blast.
Okay. And that was a 5 on your part.
Yeah. So
Okay. Yeah. Then Brenna.
I look upon the beasties and like, should be able to lure them out. And I fire a sacred flame at Mr. 2.
Okay.
Can't see Mr. 2.
No, that would be too far in. Do you need
Oh, yeah,
visual
true.
for Sacred Flame?
Yeah, a creature that you can see within range. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay. Never mind that then.
you could ready it if you wish.
Yeah, if they come closer, as soon as I can see one of them, I cast Sacred Flame on them.
Okay. So I essentially skipped the turn. So Salafier, Arceus, Irie, and yeah, those 3 still get to use their turn.
Right. I stick my rapier in the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and I take a deep breath again.
Okay.
And I conjure a weapon, namely a longbow,
Okay.
and I knock a large purple arrow in it, and I ready an attack.
Okay. So you do the same as Brenna, essentially.
I draw a bow and I stand and wait until I can see him.
Okay. Arceus.
Yes, I maintain my dodge stance.
Okay. So with that, Brenna, you have readied your action.
What about Irie?
Irie?
Oh, Irie, excuse me, I forgot. Irie, what do you wish to do?
I don't know. Magic doesn't seem to work on these beasties, but I can ready something.
Okay. What do you ready?
Let's just start with a ray of frost, and we'll do the other magic tricks later.
Okay. So you ready a Ray of Frost.
Yes.
Okay. Well, good news. It is going to make its attacks. So 3 people have two. 2 people have ready actions, I believe.
I do.
Leon and Brenna.
Leon does, and Brenna does.
I would have liked to take the dodge action.
Okay.
Right.
So
okay.
you get attacked with disadvantage in a moment. Salavier and Brenna, can you make your attack rolls?
It's not an attack roll, it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. With
for me-
DC...
DC 14.
For me, it is
an
an attack roll.
Yeah. So it fails your Sacred Flame.
Okay, so do I...
And this is target. This is my curse target, yeah.
This is your curse target. Yes.
Cool. Okay.
Whoops. Well, roll 1d8 then. 7 damage.
You deal 7 damage. Pew.
And you basically see like a light just sort of like coming into focus as if a laser beam comes from the sky and then like and then dissipates again.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I will make my attack.
Oh, it's radiant damage, by the way. Don't know if that matters.
It doesn't make a difference, but it's 7 damage.
Yeah, but just like, you know, if it's vulnerable to radiant damage, I don't know.
Okay.
Just for your reference, by the way, for the rest of the characters, this is the first time you've seen me conjure a weapon after I conjured that one sword.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like,
Right. Okay. I will fire my bow.
Okay.
That's a oh wait.
Ooh. That's pretty neat. That's a hit.
That's great.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are they still difficult to hit?
With this, the beast is hid, and its shimmer around its body dissipates.
Okay, so it didn't do that for Brenna's attack.
No, because for Brenna's attack it wouldn't have mattered because that's a saving throw.
Right, okay, yeah, cool. So I
And it
attack it, and I do
Yeah.
10 piercing damage.
Yes, you do 10 piercing damage, and you no longer attack this one with disadvantage this round.
okay.
And with that we have had all the ready actions.
I ready the Ray of Frost!
Hello?
Oh, excuse me. I keep forgetting you.
That's so rude!
What did I do?
Rude dude.
Oh,
Speak up!
Well, that's why we
Well,
do.
that's 8, so no.
Don't you have portent?
No.
Not high enough.
Ah, damn it.
Portent them.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. So with that, the other is also going to move forward, but there's a big fat husband in the way.
Perfect.
Husband? That's the wife, eh?
Yeah, that's the wife. So it can't attack, and it also, well, it could turn back, but at this point they wouldn't. So Zalavier and the rest that have 1 initiative, do your thing. You can roll. You can attack number 1 without disadvantage.
Okay.
Perfect.
Might as well lump Brenna in there because Brenna's initiative is high enough that she goes after Leon immediately. So everyone do your thing.
Who wants to go first?
Shall we do it in the order that the turn order has us?
Yeah, fair enough.
Cool. I drop my bow,
Mm-hmm.
and I conjure a... I conjure a spear. Can I do that?
You've taken Pact of the Blade, haven't you?
I have, yes.
Then you can conjure any weapon you like.
Okay, but does that get the properties of said weapon?
Yes, it does.
Cool. I would like to conjure a spear.
Okay, you have a +1 spear.
And that is an action.
Is that your action?
I mean, making a weapon is an action, yes.
I thought it was a bonus action.
No,
Okay.
it is an action. Let me see.
I mean, if you can attack, then please do.
No, I cannot attack.
Oh,
I was
shame.
just hoping one of my invocations might have made it like a bonus action, but it's an action. So I don't have any move. Yeah, I do have movement, but I would not like to use it. So I'll just stand my ground with the spear, just pointed at it.
Okay. So you have it at the end of your spear.
Correct.
Okay. Argius.
Alright. At this point, I think it's the best to take the offense because we're at a good position.
Oh, I let you through, by the way, right? If you want to pass
Yeah.
through me, then that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, you can pass through allies' spaces if they let you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go.
Hence why I clarified.
Sure. It's gonna make a 1 attack of opportunity against you because you're moving through its range. That is a 6 on the die, so no.
So how so am I moving through its range?
It has 10 foot with its tentacles, so it is currently threatening both Zalavier and Leon.
As reach,
And we use
right.
the Pathfinder rules for moving through threatened range.
Yeah.
But it misses you, so it doesn't matter in this case.
Oh, okay.
It
So
slaps the tentacle, you deflect it with your sword.
I didn't know that Pathfinder rules were installed there. Sorry. Okay. I'm using Fighting Spirit. Gain 5 extra temporary hit points.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So I do that, and I may attack with advantage if I think. When I do that.
You can attack with advantage.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm just browsing through all this stuff. Let's see.
Don't worry, take your time.
Okay, I have it prepared.
You know, we've done the 300 strategy, just like
Yeah, basically.
lure him into a small enclosed area.
How did I do the roll with advantage thing?
You can just roll twice.
Fair enough.
And we'll take the first roll for damage if it includes it.
Extra strong longsword.
Extra strong. I mean, it does matter a lot actually. So that's 13 slashing damage.
Wait,
No,
no.
you take the first roll's damage, and the
Yeah.
advantage is on
Yeah,
the.
it's just easier
Oh.
for advantage. But
Yeah,
Fair.
the second one just did matter for the advantage roll because
Yeah.
I don't have
Yeah,
a marker
okay.
for that.
But I know that if I let you choose which damage roll to use, you're always going to take the higher one. So first one it is. But that's also the higher one in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Win.
It's pretty dope, actually.
13 damage on it.
Okay. Is that your
Deluge.
turn?
I've made my movement. I've made my action. I can't do anything. This is my turn.
I mean, you do have action surge if you would like to use it.
Well, fair enough. I use an action search, and this one is without advantage.
No, because your ability gives you advantage for the entire round of attacks.
Oh wait, I didn't know.
So
that.
action surge really matters in this case.
18 for 7 damage.
Okay, that is a hit. So it takes 7 damage. It's looking, starting to look rough. With that, your turn ends, and Irie.
Yeah. Let me see. I can do one step forward. I don't think it's really necessary, but
You do you.
I guess I have to kind of cast over them or something. I would like to cast, I think, Magic Missile on number 1.
Okay.
I see the shimmering barrier has dissipated. Then now it's my turn.
Pew, pew. Do your fireworks.
Yeah.
David, I'm a dum-dum,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah. I forgot to add my curse damage.
Yeah.
You should have taken my proficiency damage as well, so he took 12.
Okay, I'll note 2 damage extra.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
That you're clarifying
It's your
that
right
you're a
to do that
dum-dum.
damage, so... And you're humble about it, which I like. So, Irie, to do your magic missile.
So I hold the Wheel of Fortune card between my fingers and I point it towards the beast.
Okay.
And
You're
I
doing them
cast.
all on the first one?
Yes.
That's 8 damage on the first one.
Yes.
Okay. And then we go to Leon.
Do you know what time it is?
I have
5 foot
a,
step time.
It's 5 foot. Not only 5 foot step.
Yes, I have this
It's-
dark brown feeling.
I am going to cast Searing Smite as a bonus action.
Okay.
It's good that these cats are not wearing pants.
Because they would absolutely shit themselves.
God
I
damn
am
it.
going to cast Booming Blade, which is a longsword attack,
Okay.
which I think can just have a regular roll on it.
Yeah, you don't have advantage.
No. Which hits because I know 12 is going to miss, so I'm going to use Channel Divinity to channel the demon that is the maw, and it guides my strike to this beast, and I yell, "Fuck you, you son of a bitch!" And I bring down my weapon for 9 damage. The maw opens over his head. I get a... What does Searing Smite bonus damage do?
A 2 radiant.
1d6.
Searing Smite is 2d6 radiant.
No, Searing Smite specifically is 1d6.
1d6 fire damage.
Oh, fire.
If
So-
he invokes Smite on this attack, then he can do 2d8 extra damage.
So he gets 4 fire damage.
that's
He needs to
branding,
make a... Start of his turn makes a Constitution saving throw on a failed roll, takes 1d6 fire extra, and as a bonus, I'm gonna smite the fuck out of him.
Yep. And it also called catches fire. Is there a fire symbol? No, there's not a fire symbol. Well, this'll do.
Which
So it
didn't
has
do
to
a
make
lot, but
Constitution saves, I believe. Ooh, yeah, that's a shame. So you deal 16 damage.
the catching on fire is an automatic thing, but at the start of their turn, they have to make one in order to not take the damage.
Okay. And that was your turn?
Yeah, that was my turn. I used everything I had. I have no more spells. Wait, I have
Okay.
one spell.
Okay. Then Brenna. It's your turn.
I'm just gonna try for another guiding bolt. I sort of I like slightly shake the skull a bit, like as if I'm rolling some dice within it or something, you know, like. Come on! And I jut it forwards from my chest, and I fire a guiding bolt from its eyes
Okay.
onto big boy number 1 here.
Make me an attack roll.
Lick. Well,
Roll20 is really hating you tonight.
yeah. Oh well.
That's a miss, unfortunately. And with that, it is its turn. So it has to make a Constitution saving throw of DC. How much, Leon?
Let me see. It's 12.
Then it fails to save.
Let me roll 1d6, please.
Yes, you can roll 1d6 as it catches fire.
6 damage.
Ooh, nice. And you know what? I'm gonna say that as long as it's on fire, its displacement ability doesn't work. Because the thing itself is on fire, so you can see where it is. Nevertheless, it is going to make 2 attacks. Yeah, I'd say one on Leon, one on Arceus. That's a 23 on Leon, and that's a natural 20 on Arceus.
Even more shit.
So
At least he has temp HP.
Yep.
It deals 9 damage to Leon,
Yikes.
Oof.
and the crit is a measly 6 damage, because I rolled like shit.
Ah, you're lucky
Wow.
bastard.
Oh,
Whoa!
Damn.
Heck!
that's impressive.
And with that, the other Displacer Beast is going to, well, do nothing, because it can't reach any of you.
Aha!
Argue be like, was that damage? What?
He's now in the
Pathetic.
He's now in the bonus HP.
Yes. And with that, Zalafier.
Oh no!
I'm gonna
bonus
poke.
XP.
We're gonna poke him
I'm gonna poke him.
because I have a spear,
And that's a 10-foot range. Aha!
and that's a 10-foot range.
Look at you being all clever.
So I'm gonna hit him with my pokey stick.
Yes. Hit him with your pogo stick.
Hit him with
uh,
the stick.
Let me have a look. See, it's wonderful to have an assortment of weapons at my disposal. Problem, however, is having to memorize all of the damage for all of the different weapons.
Yup.
You chose this
Yeah.
bit. Now
Oh,
lie.
I did indeed, and I
Regretting decisions.
So, like, if it's like a if it's like, you know, it's more like a pole arm than a throwing spear.
Mm-hmm.
That matters, right?
Yeah, I
Type of
believe a
weapon?
pike is the one who has the reach, because a spear is, I believe, the throwing weapon.
Yeah.
giant.
Okay. So it's a pike. Cool.
Yeah. A pike deals 1d10 damage.
Yeah. Yes. Cool.
So roll me 1d20.
Oh shit! I still rolled it with disadvantage. But that's a 12, I guess.
12 is just a miss.
Hot diggity dang.
The hexiest weapon.
Well,
I like it.
You
Nice.
don't know how many hex weapon macros I've been making throughout this session just because of the different weapon types.
Neat.
There's a
But
lot.
But sadly, that's a miss. So-
That's absolutely fine.
Okay. Arceus.
Yes. As I see the beast weakening, I prepare for just a regular attack. Nothing interesting.
Okay. Do your regular attack.
This is a very regular attack. Let's go. Oh god.
Whoa!
Very regular.
Holy shit.
Extra regular.
As
it's so regular. It's fuck.
the light.
So,
It's so regular, it's fuck.
Arceus. How do you want to kill this beast?
Hey,
Yes.
that's one, baby.
As light ripples in the blade, I take up my sword, I point it at the air, and then I just quickly kill it off. It's a mercy kill. It's just a beast.
Okay.
Nothing evil, nothing bad.
I have a
So
question.
you split its head.
I have a
just-
question though. Is it the samurai execution?
It's the samurai execution, as my job is a samurai.
Fuck yes.
Well,
Okay.
Like,
So-
they have-
You decapitated with honor.
yeah,
This beast died honorful.
yes, it fought a good fight.
as it dies, a small stream of purplish energy trails its way through Argius's legs back into me,
That
and
is weird.
I regain hit points of 7.
Nice.
That's
Is
pretty
it-
nice.
That's
my-
actually pretty nice.
It's my
Yeah.
warlock level plus my charisma modifier.
That's pretty
Yeah.
nice. So,
Ooh.
is that your turn, Argius?
For now, it is. I
Okay.
conclude my turn and I enter into battle stance for the next one.
For Brenna's reference, by the way, there's a lot of purplish stuff going around Azolovi at the moment.
Yeah, it's like Well, most of her magic is gold or white. Like there's some purple going on there. Like, huh?
You can hit the doubt button later. We're in combat now.
I know.
Yeah.
So, Irie, do your thing.
Yes. As I look on how the beast is slain, I think I would like to do try to at least do a bigger hit at the beast below. Let me see, that should be close enough. And I would like to cast Scorching Ray, all 3 rays on the second kitty. However, they should be with disadvantage or not.
They are all with disadvantage, yes. Unless one of them hits, then the rest is without disadvantage. So I'd say roll them one by one.
Yeah, indeed. So that's the 1d20 plus 5 for a roll. Plus 5. So that's a miss, I suppose.
Yeah, the first one is a miss.
Well, 24. I hope that hits. And 21.
And the second, because this is the second attack, right?
It's disadvantage.
Yeah.
Ari.
So you make
can
another attack
fight-
roll for this one.
Right? Oh, so I have to roll 6 times, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Well,
Right.
if this one hits, then the last one is a single roll.
So,
Makes sense.
Quick-
Yes. Okay.
quick-
I
quick-
get it.
quick mechanics question.
Yeah.
If you throw some like magic missiles at the displacer beast, does it just always hit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
But
heck!
it doesn't change its displacement property because it specifically mentions an attack roll.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
So if you hit it with any attack, then the displacement ability stops. And you can counter the disadvantage by giving yourself advantage, like through what's it called?
Guidance.
Yeah, guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt.
Arceus's samurai ability.
Fighting spirit.
channel
Like-
divinity for me.
Yeah, like
Also-
anything that gives
Same.
advantage.
Hey,
Just plus 10. Fuck you.
that's the one.
That's the one. And your last Ray, Irie.
Yes. Wait. So the first one misses, right? Because it's
Yeah.
disadvantage. The second one, I guess, then also misses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because it's
here.
a 6 and an
There we
11.
go.
Yeah, disadvantage is a bitch.
And the third one also misses. So now I'm going to cry at the back.
Okay.
I'm very sorry. Leon.
Leon. I'm gonna press the attack. And I'm going to go double in. And I know I'm gonna get an attack for opportunity.
It's a natural 17. So I guess that hits.
How much is the total?
23.
Yeah, no. What it? No, it's yeah.
Okay. Well, you take 5 slashing damage.
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
And as I hardcore parkour over the beast, I would like to do a downward slash at the beast while I cast Booming Blade.
Okay, make your attack roll.
I have disadvantage. 18.
That's still a hit.
Let's throw a smite.
Okay, that's 13 damage.
Ouch.
Oof.
Sorry, I had to calculate for a moment. Yeah, you deal 13 damage on it. Is that the extent of your turn?
That's the extent of my turn.
Okay, Brenna.
I look kind of disappointed at the skull. Like, well, fine. If I can't hit it, I'll let the hits
No one
from
can.
If I can't hit it, I'll let the hits from my companions hit harder, and I cast Channel Divinity, Path to the Grave on number 2.
Yeah, does that give it advantage? Because it only
No,
doubled the
no.
damage on like the first attack, right?
Yeah, the next time you or an ally of yours hits the cursed creature with an attack, the creature has vulnerability to all of that attack's damage.
Okay,
There is the description.
so I'm gonna give it...
But it has to be hit in my before the end of my next turn.
Hey, Brenna. Next time, let's combine our divine abilities and just absolutely nuclear blast something to hell. Because that shit is funny. If I'd known this, I would have saved my boatload of shit just for this one. It's holy shit.
So it's gonna use its action to avenge its fallen husband, but it can't reach Argius, so it's gonna take it out on Leon.
Before it can hit one of them, I want to call out to Leon and say, Leon, look for the stars. He won't hit you.
I'm in a
literal
fucking cave.
Yes! Thank you! Anyway, you're important.
One of its rolls is 3.
Okay, so its first roll is a 3 then, and then its second attack is a 14, so no, I think.
How much is total?
14.
Oh, 14? No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
And it's gonna take a 5-foot step as its movement, and that's it.
I did a booming blade, right? Or did I miss?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, you hit.
You hit, so do your booming blade, which is doubled.
Oh, true.
Because is it the first time an attack hits, or the first time it gets damage?
The attacks damage. It's
yeah,
an attacks
I didn't attack it yet.
No.
The
so
next
it doesn't
time an
double.
ally of yours hits the creature, so it doesn't count for this damage.
No.
Oh, that's fine.
Which still gives you the opportunity to double some nice damage. So 3 damage.
The moss slaps on its back and goes
Ow.
for 3 damage.
Yes. Salafier. As it barks something to the back.
He whoop. Go here. We whoop here.
I mean, you can move through Argius' space, essentially.
Yeah, but I find it very funny to think of this little green man hoveling around with a spear, just like.
I'm not used to this.
And I get
Do your
here.
attack. Mhm.
I get an attack of opportunity, right?
No.
Against me.
Nope.
Are you sure? Because I
No.
moved into the 10 feet. Okay.
No, first of all, it has already spent its reaction to
Oh,
hit Leon.
true. Fair.
And secondly, it's not when entering its range, it's moving through or out of its range, and you
So-
have just entered it.
It's been hit, so normal roll, right?
Yeah, normal roll. If you hit double damage.
Hit it
Yeah,
good. Hit
I
it
will-
real good.
I will try my best, but this is not my cursed target, so I'm gonna use This one. That's a 17 to hit, and that's 30 damage.
Holy
Yes.
shit.
Yes. Yes.
That's
I
a
have
maximum on the roll. Whoa.
That's a maximum on the roll, my guy.
Hey,
and it's double.
Xalavier, you had your session last time.
I know, but it's still going. Jesus. Okay.
How does 30 fare?
That's 30 damage.
Yeah, that's a hefty hit. It immediately sinks through one of its backward bent knees.
Well, that's the one I pierced.
Yeah.
With my pokey stick. Oh, sorry, my hexier weapon.
Your hexier weapon. So Xalavier.
Not your Hexius.
Yes. Yes?
Is that your turn?
That is my turn, yeah.
Okay. Then Argius.
Alright, I make chance of the opportunity of it getting wounded to move over here.
The curse is over, by the way. Just
Yeah, I know. And I make another regular attack with both hands.
Okay.
Yes, let's be a regular.
It's just
The
regular.
previous regular one.
It's just a 4 damage. If it hits.
It's 4 damage, so you hit.
Yeah.
And you hit.
And I end my turn.
Okay. Then Irie. The creature has moved far enough back into the cave that you've lost visual. No! There's a literal fire in front of you. So let me put in a fire.
because
Let's
the downed one is still burning.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's gonna stink.
my magic is forsaking
somewhere
me
there.
this evening, so I'm not too sure how I can even help.
So you can see the creature. And as it has been hit, your attack rolls are at normal.
Do I put fuel on the fire?
Do what you wish.
Danger.
Yeah, let's do that again. I will try to cast more scorching rays at this big cat. And it seems kind of like Irie is really focusing on, actually hitting. Come on!
You're
So-
not having a good day.
2 of your attacks hit.
It's something. Yay!
It's 4d6
Mitch.
damage.
Mitch.
Come on, do your damage.
I'm now scared.
Come on, roll 20. Lover for once.
Okay,
God damn it, roll 20.
It's pretty good. It's not terrible.
It's pretty average.
Yeah,
It's
it's
very average.
12.
I mean, it could have been 24, but
It's exactly half. So
Yes, thank you.
it's good.
Dang it, roll 20.
Leon.
As we're doing the zigzag dance with the 3 of us, I'm gonna join in the zigzag dance.
Zigzag
Mhm.
dance.
And
Back, you foul beast!
Boom and Blade.
Boom and Blade.
Oh,
That's
still
a
this
hit.
part, that's a 17.
The 17 hits, though.
I'll put it on normal. Sorry. That's 8 damage on the beastie.
Ooh. It's getting rough. Is that your turn?
Yeah, there's not much else I can do. So
Okay.
Hey,
Brenna.
Brenna.
I look over my companions and I sort of call out, do any of you need some, recovery?
yes.
Very well. And I basically plop. Stand just behind Leon, and I do a little tappy tap, and I cast.
You can't share the space with Zalafier, so you would stand over here, but you can reach Leon from that spot.
Wait, what?
You can't share a space with another person.
Yeah, but I was standing here, and Zalavier was standing there.
Well, in my version, Zalafier and you were standing on the exact same spot.
Yeah, same.
Oh, then my roll 20 might have fucked up. Anyway,
Okay.
I cast cure wounds.
Yeah.
On,
Do your thing and then maybe reset your roll 20.
Yeah, we know what it does.
Roll your d8.
1d. Oh wait, I need to click the name itself.
Give me the juice.
How? There you go.
So you heal points.
9 hit points back to you.
That is very nice.
And you still have those 5 extra health.
It's a pretty neat spell. So that's your turn.
Yes.
Then it is the creature's turn. And it is now at a low enough health that it's going to take a... disengage action. So it is going to move 40 feet in this direction to your
5 damage.
pooping blade. Yes.
Give me a second.
Still standing.
Can I also do my reaction, or?
No, because it's using its action to disengage, so it doesn't get any attack of opportunities. And it only gets half movement, by the way. So, there you go. And it barks to its young, and then moves the rest of its movement. The young, in the meantime, gathers the 3 little cubs, using its
Hold on.
tentacles.
Rest of his movement?
Yeah, rest of its movement.
Yeah, it's a disengage
under-
and then a move action.
Yeah. So it disengages from you using 20 feet and then moves the rest of its 40 feet, but it doesn't fit on the map, so I put it at the edge.
Okay, I'm probably missing something, that's fine.
Yeah, and the creature, the younger one, is starting to follow its mother. And it outpaces you, so I'd say everyone gets a single round to attack it. And then we'll see what happens.
Expedition retreat on Argus.
You can only
So,
cast it on
Zalafier.
myself,
Damn it.
which I am
Zalafier.
going to do. I will cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Okay. Which moves up your movement speed to...
It basically says that as a bonus action, I can use the dash action as a bonus action.
Okay,
So,
right. And that
From
uses your
now
action
on.
to cast it, right?
no, bonus action. But
Bonus
I use
action,
my bonus I use my bonus action now to cast it on myself. The next round I have dash.
Okay.
I don't know if that helps, but
It helps you with a few extra rounds of perhaps attacking it. Because then it would be an 80 versus
we're talking about
60.
this one, right?
Yeah, it has the same speed.
Okay, but is 2 still visible?
2 is still... Well, you see a shadow in the distance. Aside from its displacement being active again, you would use disadvantage to attack it. And let me see... Yeah, they both have the same speed.
Okay.
So one lifts the cubs on its back, and they attempt to bolt
Into the cave!
into the cave.
I would suggest taking the torch from Brenna.
I can't, I don't have a hand free.
Well, that seems like a problem then.
Do you think, Xavier?
Okay, I wanna like hit this guy,
Uh-huh.
like the 2, with Eldritch Blast if I can.
Make an attack with disadvantage, please.
Yep, will do. That's 9.
It's a 9. That misses.
Okay, then that was my turn.
Okay. Arceus.
Right. I don't really know what to do actually from here on. It's always just to disengage and then you can't do anything actually.
That's what it's for.
Yeah. Well, I don't know anything about the composition of this cave, so
Yeah, that's my concern as well. Like there might be 700 more of them. We never know, right?
yeah, if this cave's ended, sure is, but I move over here and I end my action.
Okay. So that's your...
No, wait, I take the dodge stance.
You take the dodge stance.
Yeah.
Okay. Irene, what would you like to do?
You see
Well,
the-
I'm in a very useful position right here. So I think I'll just calmly stroll forwards, as anyone would do.
Okay.
Let me see how far I can move. It's like
Yeah, you
I
can-
will stand
you
next
can
to
move
Brenna,
next.
I guess.
Nice and toasty. There's a burning corpse on the floor.
It smells horrible. Yeah,
Probably.
but I calmly move forwards, and that's it.
Okay. Leon.
Yeah, I would like to move
Mm-hmm.
to here because that's as far as I can go. And then I cast Eldritch Blast. Because that's my ranged option, you know?
It's disadvantage, don't forget.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
No.
I'm sorry. Brenna.
Um, 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 mm, mm, um,
Not to bring down the mood, but god damn it, do I hate disadvantage.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really sucks.
it's quite annoying, yes.
Yeah, it's great. Loving it.
I stand behind Zalavier, and I look sort of past our little conga line, and
Mm-hmm.
I cast Sacred Flame on number 2.
What's the range of Sacred Flame? Because this creature is a little bit farther away than it might look like right now.
60 feet.
60 feet. Let me see. It was standing here, I
40
believe. Took 20. So it would be within your 60-foot range, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's gonna make a.
Dexterity.
It
saving
fails
throw.
its save.
Okay, so that's flip.
Mm-hmm.
One radiant damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think your DC is kind of fucked up, and you also have an
Yeah,
attack
it-
roll in there somewhere.
It's still fucked up for some reason.
Yeah.
Stupid fucking.
So they're just gonna take their movements and move 80 feet away. So they're a little over 100 feet away right now. And with your positioning, I'd say Leon can take 1 extra attack, and Zalavier could take 2 extra attacks. So if you would like to take those, do them now, and beyond that they would be out of your range.
How big is this cave?
You have no idea.
It's like a castle inside.
I mean, you are in a mountainous region.
18 for 2.
18 for 2. That hits, actually. So the other attacks are... Well, they would be... Yeah, they are at disadvantage because it's the dark. So, Zalavier.
Do I get to attack?
You do. You get 2 attacks, and beyond that, they would be out of your range.
As in a spell attack, or like
A Eldritch Blast attack.
Oh, okay. Why do I get to take 2 then?
Because you have your fast movement. Because you can move twice in the same turn,
True.
but they are still a little bit faster than you.
But is it my turn now then?
Well, nobody else would be in range to hit them. So for the combat part of this, I'd say you have 2 attacks and then combat ends.
Okay. But I
Yes.
can't move closer.
Well, the combat map isn't exactly accurate at this moment.
Yeah, I know.
So if you take your bonus action and action movement, wow, that felt awkward to say, and then you can attack, and then you can do that one more time, and after that they would be too far for you to attack.
Okay, can I try to attack 3 then?
You can. That
they
would be a
make-
disadvantage.
With a melee attack.
Yeah, I'd say you
So,
can
like, I
get
go
one
here?
melee attack off on him.
I go here, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have his tendrils available, so it doesn't give it an attack of opportunity.
No, it does not.
So I'm gonna try and poke it with my pole arm.
Yes,
At disadvantage, that is 17 to hit.
that's a hit.
And I would like to, because I just used my regular movement. I didn't do the dash action, so I still have my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to use that to invoke Branding Smite,
Okay.
which is 2d6 damage extra, which is 7, so that's 18 damage on number 3.
Okay. You do have to cast Branding Smite before you attack, but I'll allow it.
Next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack.
Yeah, next time.
Ah, right, okay. Well, I do Branding Smite and then I attack it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, the Divine Smite of the Paladin is the exception to this.
Cool.
But it's fine. Zalafier probably would have done this.
So, 18 damage,
Yes.
and this fucker now glows.
Okay. So you have a normal attack roll if you wish to attack it again. Do you attack it again?
I mean, the thing is, right, it glows now, so if it walks into a dark cave, we're gonna see where it's headed,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
So I would like to take this opportunity to hit 2.
Okay.
But, I mean, it has, it's shimmer bullshit again, right?
Well, it is dark, and as you don't have dark vision,
Okay, fair.
it
I do.
would still be at
Is it still next to 3? That's the question, because then I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Make a single attack roll then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
After
don't.
that,
I don't
combat.
understand why I'm getting a second attack though, because expeditious retreat only counts for movement.
No, because you are taking essentially 2 turns to attack.
Right.
Because for
Okay.
everyone else, they are out of range, but you are so fast you can still attack them twice.
Okay.
So you have 1 more attack.
Okay. In that case, I would like to attack it again with my weapon, so I would get in range and I would poke it.
Well, here's the thing: they are running so fast that they're not in melee range. They are.
All
in
right, I'll
Eldritch
catch
Blast.
Eldritch Blast then.
Cool.
That's 25 to hit.
That's a hit.
Cool.
So Zalafier,
I do 11 force damage.
how do you want to kill this?
As I still hold my pole arm, I thrust it forward as if I'm stabbing,
Mm-hmm.
and as I do, basically a spectral image of this spear rushes forward and collides with the form of number 2. As it like comes out the back end of it. Like it's like I'm throwing a knife through it, but it's like the spear just like through the front of it.
And the creature falls. And you notice that the smaller one hesitates for a moment, seeing its mother die, and then continues and runs. And with that, combat ends. You are victorious.
Well,
We have won, but at what cost?
You recollect yourselves at the entrance of the cave. And I would like to end the session there, starting the encounter with Farmer Brown in the next session. And you level up to level 4.
whoop whoop whoop. God damn.
So
Oh.
we'll do the leveling before next session. I'd like to thank you all for staying till the end. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you
Bye
all.
bye.
Man, oh man.